Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Sound Stream. We got so much Blu-ray news. It's taking up most of the show. There is just a lot, and a lot that I never expected to happen. So this is like it's going to be like I had to kick the toy news. If we have time, we'll squeeze the toy news in. But welcome everybody. It's gonna be a fun time. We've got some Power Rangers. We got some Blu-rays, we got some Strike updates, and we got some Blue Beetle at the end. So we're gonna get right to it. But first, I have to introduce the people that you hopefully can hear this week, including Darklaw643.
That is my impersonation of Kaji Da, everyone. Just
There you
beep,
go.
soups, and bops.
Beep boops and bops. And then we also got Fighter Cows, who reminded us in the chat to leave a like on the stream.
Yeah, I thought that was Gleep from Herculoids, but all right.
I mean, is either that, I could do that, or Young Justice Kaji Da, where it's just violence, kill everything.
It's either that or it's Nubs from Young Jedi Adventures.
That too.
Yeah, anyways, we got stuff. First things first, if you guys didn't watch last week's videos, here's a quick reminder to do so after the stream, including my video on the Power Rangers Deluxe Edition hardcovers and why they're kind of weird. And I totally even missed a couple things in this. Like, apparently, so I checked it too. Even on the trade paperbacks, the Blue Centurion, and thank you, Silverbricks, for watching them. The Blue Centurion and Ninjor backups from Shattered Grid and Beyond the Grid aren't in the hardcovers, and also aren't even in the trade paperbacks. So that's a bit of a weird thing, and I kind of want to get on Boom's case about that. And then number two, Go-Go Power Rangers Book 2 Deluxe Edition not only has a ton of duplicate issues, one of the pages doesn't have its dialogue balloons on it, and Boom's like, well, we're only doing one printing.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm like, I guess I'm not selling my singles anytime soon.
Yeah, that's the problem why I never get those. I'm so cautious getting those deluxe editions. I do want to get the Go-Go ones, but they're too expensive for my taste because I think compared to the TMT ones, $60. I think
the thing is I've come to rationalize is that they're $75 because of the variant cover galleries. That adds like another 100 pages at the end. So I get the extra price. I just wish the contents were better sorted because I think that's the whole point of the video too. But yeah, and then the other video was my Blue Beetle movie and toy and action figure showcase because I love Blue Beetle a lot.
And we're gonna talk more about Blue Beetle.
We will. In addition to that, we had the Lightning Collection lottery episode for the new Rita Repulsa, and also the Every Blue Beetle Figure I Own short as well.
What was that first figure, by the way, of Dan Garrett? I never heard that one
that
before.
was from some random indie toy company that did a line called Collectible Legends that was strictly made up of public domain comic characters, and they made two characters, and the second one was Dan Garrett.
Was it like a Shocker's Toy? Was that kind of like a Shocker's Toy scenario?
Kind of like it. That Dan Garrett's also terrible, but it's the only figure we got.
Yeah, I look at that figure. He looks like he's gonna fall apart because he looks like made out of bad plastic.
Yep. Let's see. Real quick. Forrest Dodson said, not gonna lie, your video real quick. Video the deluxe edition kind of swayed away from Michael the trade paperbacks. Sorry, several of them. Yeah, if you've already started the trade paperbacks, just keep going.
From what you told me, I feel there's no win-win with the Power Ranger trades.
When you're coming to collected editions in the Power Rangers comics, there is no winning. The only solution is single issues, honestly, because trade paperbacks are missing stuff. Deluxe hardcovers have exclusive stories, but then they're missing stuff or they're having it's a mess. We go on for an hour. I'm not going to do it.
Was the Shattered Grid trade paperback is awful? Was it?
Shattered Grid trade paperback's missing the annual, I think, or the free comic book day special, or both.
It's missing a lot. It's
not complete. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the chat. Mateki T, Zeltrax, Spin Dash, SA4 Jason, Ultra, Common Jojo, Comrade 64, Forrest Dodson, Fiery 106 San, Silver Bricks, Matthews Laura, True Fire Gaming. Let's see, Russian Wander and Dot Boy Steve, and also. And everybody remember to leave a like and no swearing. If you do, you need super chat the swear jar.
Exactly. Yeah, we got YouTube rules we're We're gonna be good. And thanks to everybody that's watching that's not commenting as well. We appreciate you being here too.
Welcome, Buster Corp.
Welcome, Buster Corp. I'm doing good. I'm feeling pretty good. The news today is great. So
shout out to you guys, because a lot of you guys are also in the Discord, our Soundout Protocol Discord, which is linked in the description below. You haven't joined yet.
Yep, absolutely.
Discord is growing, dude. You almost have as many people as I do, and you've been around much less.
Yeah. It's grown pretty good. I'm really happy with how the Discord's going. And if you haven't joined it, please come join it. It's really great. Kama Jojo said, name top 5 Mexican superheroes. Here's the fun part. Zorro's not a Mexican superhero, Andreas. Zorro is Spanish.
He's Californian
and technically Californian, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that when you go to name the top 5 Mexican superheroes, I think there only is like 5.
Well, we got Jaime.
We got Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle. We've got Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider. Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man, because he's half. And
does Chavo del Ocho count?
Yeah, no, definitely does. Definitely does.
Is that the guy in the red suit?
Yes, you guys have a red suit, right?
He yeah.
He counts.
Was
Blue Devil Mexican? I didn't know Blue Devil was Mexican. That's something that's not well published. We need to know this more.
No,
I was also going to say, there's also, what was her name from West Coast Avengers? There was a lady in West Coast Avengers. She was indigenous and lived in New Mexico. She counts.
Miles is
Rican.
Yeah, Miles is more Rican, right?
Yeah, Miles is
Rican.
Me,
not one on Soundout. That's one way to put it. He's one of me, not one of Soundout.
Yeah. I'm more of a Miguel O'Hara than a Jaime Reyes, if you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Shoot, is that it?
Is America Chavez?
America Chavez is also Puerto Rican.
She's also Rican. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of us in New York.
The MCU America Chavez was played by a Mexican actress, though. So,
let's
say with like MCU Namor is Mexican, though he's indigenous Mexican.
Is there any milestone Dakotaverse skaters? That's
they're not heroes, but there's a couple members of Blood Syndicate. Yeah, they're gang members because they're not heroes, but I mean they're I love them, but Vin Diesel from Fast and Furious. You see, Dominic Toretto's a weird one because, like, his mother is Rita Moreno, so, like, is he Puerto Rican? But then, like, his brother's John Cena, so you're like, what is this ethnic line? It's weird. It's a very weird thing. Was there a Mexican Batman in Batman Inc.?
There probably was.
Probably
that was the whole point of.
Hopefully he didn't wear a sombrero. That happens too often. I want to say there was somebody in the Wild West comics of DC that also, but I can't remember. I'm looking at my figure shelf and I got like nothing because they don't make them.
What nationality is Green Arrow's son, Connor Hawk?
Nah, he's Korean, black, and white.
Okay, I was there. I was there unsure what nationality he was for a long time.
Yeah, because his mother was black and Asian, and then Metal Gear Rising flashbacks with the Prawn Show. Yep. Yeah, I think some Mexican wrestlers are super. I mean, technically, like, Hellboy was a superhero in Mexico.
El Santo been in so many movies, and he's basically a superhero.
Yeah, El Santo would count. Yeah, definitely.
Do we count Machete?
I count Danny Trejo.
Spy Kids one. Yeah. Danny Trejo.
I count Danny Trejo. Not even anything he's played. Just Danny Trejo.
He does. I mean, hey, him helping out strike picketers, man, that's great.
Yes. No, when he was driving around in his lowrider with a trunk full of water and just passing it out to people on picket lines, I was like,
yeah, him and Jason Momoa. Him and Jason Momoa are the true MVPs of like all this.
Yeah. No, they were great. But yeah, I think that's about it. There's probably some more obscure people.
I mean, question. I'm trying to think. Has there ever been any Hispanic like Power Rangers? Like, was there any?
Andreas
Okay,
brought up Cisco from Flash. Vibe. Yeah, I don't know what Vibe is, though. I think Vibe is just vaguely Hispanic. I don't know what.
Yeah, can Chet remind? Is there any Hispanic Ranger actors? Like that's like
There
their character is
are.
also
Yeah,
Hispanic?
I'm trying to like. I know there's.
I'm blanking on them, sadly.
Hey, simply Caboose. Thank you for the wonderful comment. Makes my day. Gosh, what is Vibe?
Rocky was Hispanic?
Yes. Rocky is Mexican. I don't know if Steve Cardenas is, but I know Rocky.
I don't think he is, but Rocky the character is.
Yeah, and that because like he was Christmas episode Zio. He brought tamales.
What's he on Kwanzaa anyways? That's all I can think of when I think of that.
Exactly.
Trent. That's
no.
Wait, was it Tony?
Rocky's not Italian. Because
Antonio Cardenas himself is Rican Spanish.
Yeah.
Was it Antonio? The character was Hispanic, but not the actor. Was it for?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Because it's Antonio Garcia. Hey, Tal Bitten said, can't stay for the streams, so can't drop a like. Want to say keep on the good work. Hope you guys are having a great day. We hope you are having a great day as well. Thanks for dropping by.
Vibe is.
Muteki's thinking of. Well, no, yeah, Rocky from the Rocky movies is Italian.
Rocky Balboa.
Oh yeah,
Rocky dos Santos from.
Carlos.
By the way, Vibe is also Puerto Rican. Man, we got a lot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot of Puerto Rican. Carlos was again the thing with Power Rangers is they don't get into cultural like specifics, right? Like so you have to like look at the actors.
They never really straight up say, yeah.
Yeah.
Like even how you pronounce her name? Thuy
Trang? Yeah.
She's Vietnamese, but they never actually stated that.
They never say that Trini's Vietnamese, yeah.
Yeah, never say Trini.
We just know she's just Asian. That's it.
Yeah. This is a fun one because neither actor are, but wait. One of the actors might be. The Garcia siblings in Dino Fury. That's two. But the thing is that Tessa Rouse from New Zealand and Chance Perez is... The Perez makes me think he's got Hispanic lineage.
Is that Matthew Lauren? Is Sam Alexander Nova? Is he Mexican?
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. I was trying to go through my brain of like the Marvel one shot from last year. Yeah, Sam Alexander counts. Yes, Power Rangers is weird because they'll be like, "Look, we got all these different ethnicities, but you're also like."
But they never really bring it up.
The only one that gets you specifics is Zio with the holiday episode. Because everybody brings up like culturally specific holidays.
Mateki TS, does Moon Knight count? At least MCU Moon Knight count.
No. Only because they didn't. The thing is, I don't know, because the thing is, Oscar Isaac would make MCU Moon Knight Guatemalan, but is the character Guatemalan is a tough call because they don't ever go into the cultural background. And I don't think his father was played by Guatemalan. His mother definitely wasn't. So that one's tricky. Alyssa from Wild Force, the White Ranger. Yeah, that she counts. Tommy has Native American roots. Yeah, that was a thing.
Got some questions from the chat. We got Tyler Ripley asking, hope everyone's doing well. Has there been any particular reason why Beast Morpher Dino Fury has not been released on home media yet? We don't know. That one's like the
complete
ultimate
mystery. LPH asks if any anime characters are Mexican. No, but but a lot of anime are popular in Mexico.
Isn't Chad from Bleach? I think he's Hispanic. I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they recast him. He was the one they
for
recast
Blood Year. Yeah, for Blood Year War.
Robbie Reyes, we did mention him at the top. Robbie Reyes counts for sure, definitely.
Yeah, but going back to the home, we just don't know why Beast Morpher Dino Fury never got home media releases. Thinking not the other. Like, to be fair, it's not just the Power Rangers thing. Cyberverse. So yes,
as soon as Hasbro bought E1, everything stopped.
The only reason we got Earthspark because of Paramount.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any others, but I mean, we could do some. You know what we should do is just some research and do a stream for Hispanic Heritage Month. That's next month.
Wait, shall we get to the news?
The news. First of all, if you guys have not seen, Hero Club posted an article, which was an interview with actor Yasuhisa Furuhara, who played Ancient Sentai Go Angers Go on Red. So go check that out.
Who was that?
It was a lot of work. So
Yes.
please check it out.
Please check it out.
Because you should check it out because you've been seeing him all over the place because he was recently at
he was at Japan World Heroes. That's why we lined this up specifically come out the weekend.
So if you've seen him all over your social media and want to know more about him, go check out our article.
Yep. Also, Tyler Ripley, I hope, we'll talk about it later, but I hope nothing happened to Ollie's mother because she's literally the only character in Dino Fury that's actually well-rounded and great, and I love her, and I know nothing to happen to her. Kill off Ollie and make her the new Blue Ranger is what I've been saying for like 3 years. None of us got to go to Japan World Heroes. I would have liked to, but money.
Did Toma did?
But then no, she almost did. Then stuff happened, and then she was glad she didn't because there's actually a storm that's grounding everybody an extra day.
There's a hurricane.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A hurricane hit California, and an earthquake because California goes for it. You know. So. On that note, speaking of California, we have our weekly update on the writer's strike.
Weekly strike updates.
Weekly strike update.
That's a real strike because Soundout's right. Don't believe the other. Unless it's from the union, it's true.
If you're seeing articles and it's not coming from the WGA website, then yeah, don't believe it. Also, glad to hear Muteki and Hellfire are doing good in California. And yeah, that's right. It did get downgraded from a hurricane to a tropical storm.
It was just like a big rainstorm. Yeah.
The thing I worry about California is
California doesn't get those.
The flooding and the infrastructure problems. I hope all the roads stay stable.
They're not really built for that.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, we're not used to this.
It was their first tropical storm warning since 1930. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Climate change is real, guys. Okay, so on negotiation update for 8/18. Last Friday, so this is the official WGA update. Dear members, last Friday, 102 days after they walked away from the bargaining table and put us out on strike, the AMPTP, who is the negotiating committee for the studios, offered responses to our proposals in all work areas. So this is actually an update that's huge because when WGA and AMPTP first went to negotiation, the Writers Guild's proposals, like 70% of their proposals were given a rejected no counter offer, which was just the most ridiculous thing.
Like straight up?
Straight up, no. Just no, and we will not talk about it. And that was bad. That's why the strike happened, because the studios weren't even willing to negotiate on like most of the proposal. So for them to say now, for the WGA to say that the AMPTP has offered responses to the proposals in all areas, that means we're starting to make progress. We met this week and continue to exchange proposals. We will continue to meet next week. Thank you for many messages of support, etc., etc. Basically, negotiations are actually happening that are negotiations and not just, the writers going, please give us this, and the studios going, no further negotiation. And that's been the problem. Datboy Steve, yes, this did break the last strike's length. The last strike lasted 100 days, and negotiations restarted on day 22. So we may not be quite there yet, but the studios are hurting, and the studios realized how much of a mistake this was to let it go on this long, and I think that has given the WGA and SAG, when SAG gets to do negotiations, they've given them really good bargaining power. It's just really great stuff. Now, you may have seen an article go around that was the studios saying that they've lost like 15% in box office revenue because stars weren't able to promote the movies. And that's when a bunch of other people said, oh, so you're saying that the stars are worth 15% of your box office revenue and they should get paid for that, right? But I think the best way to approach this was not the headline talking all business talk, but the way Gizmodo put it. Studios complain strikes they caused are hurting their movies' box office. Yep. On the AI front, a judge has ruled that AI work cannot be copyrighted. As you may know, studios make a lot of their money from owning the copyrights to things. So that is a good sign in the we're not going to use AI to make movies category. And yeah, Forrest Dodson brings a good point. Replace writers with AI. Do you want a Vengeance virus? That's how you get the Vengeance virus. Exactly.
Exactly.
I love this. This is, I like to bring. I'm going to start trying to do this. The headline of the week when it comes to the strikes. Last week we had Nerdist with the Scrooge McDuck unrelated image Disney. This week, studios complain that the strikes they caused are hurting their movie's box office.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Mm.
It's the Who Shot Black Hannibal gag from the Eric Andre show of headlines.
Who killed Hannibal?
Yep.
After, yeah.
So, anyways, that's our strike update. There's really nothing else much since.
It's definitely moving. It's definitely
It's no longer at a standstill. Thank goodness. Yep. That is the best part. Is that it's no longer at a standstill. Another industry update. Do you guys remember how I think we talked about it. Hasbro sold off E1, their entertainment company that they purchased. Well, guess what? The people that now work at Hasbro from E1 are now starting Hasbro's entertainment division. I don't get this move. They're like, let's buy an entertainment company and let's merge it into our company. Oh, well, that cost a lot. Let's sell it for like pennies compared to what we paid for it. And then just keep the same people, but then just start a new entertainment division. Like, did they really spend $3.5 billion just to get Peppa Pig and PJ Masks? Because that's what it seems like. It's all they got out of this.
I mean, Peppa Pig is a very big IP, so I guess.
But is it $3.5 billion big? Is the question.
Yeah, they do have their own. They do have their own theme park in the UK. So maybe.
Okay, well, Disney has multiple rides for Lucasfilm, properties, but they still say they didn't make their money back from Lucasfilm. So I don't know what's going on. I just hope.
No, that's the biggest battle. What's the bigger property, Star Wars or Peppa Pig?
Honestly, the thing is, Peppa Pig probably sells more toys, if I'm being honest. I will say, hopefully this new entertainment division isn't so anti-home video like E1 seemed to be. So, anyways, moving on. The last little bit of non-Cosmic Fury news is that the Apple TV series taking place in the Godzilla Monsterverse is going to have Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell play the same character. This is the most brilliant thing. So the show is called Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It'll be told through multiple time periods. So in the 50s, the character of... I forgot the character's name. Anyways, the character is going to be played by Wyatt Russell, and then his father, Kurt Russell, will be playing the character in present day. And yes, this is fun because for you MCU fans, it's Ego and US Agent. But for me, who I've been a Kurt Russell fan for a while, so this is just great. The thing is, you don't have to tell me anything else. You don't even have to put Godzilla in this show. I'm already sold, okay? Like, I'm already sold on this. But yes, Godzilla will be in it. Probably not like in every episode. This is a streaming show. It's going to be 10 episodes, but Godzilla will be in it, and there also will be this lady. She's nice. I don't know anything about her.
Because this is their first live-action Monsterverse spinoff, right?
Yes, because
that's the Skull Island anime series. That's Monsterverse,
yes,
right? Skull
Island as Monsterverse, even though I'm not exactly sure what time. It takes place sometime in the modern day, but before Godzilla vs. Kong. This is going to take place... This scene here of Godzilla and the bus is placing her in the 2014 movie for the bridge scene.
Because in terms of timeline, that's the most you can put it in for right now.
So it will debut, let's see, Matt Shackman of WandaVision is going to direct the first 2 episodes, and it will come out, what's the release date on that? I thought we had a release date, maybe we don't. Is it just fall? No date, but it's just coming in fall. I will sign up for Apple TV for a month to watch this. I think it's great. I'm excited. This alone, just the 2 of them playing the same characters already sold me. You don't even need Godzilla.
I mean, from what I hear, Apple TV is actually pretty decent. It
is.
I mean, better.
I had it for a while.
It's like it's better than Peacock. If you're talking about like those like one-off like those like one-off like streaming platforms, I heard Apple TV's the better of the ones. I still
Definitely.
don't feel like I still don't like. I haven't fully convinced myself to get it yet, but like I heard good things about it. That's at least
You get a PS5, you get 6 months free.
Oh really?
Right. Yeah, at least that was
Yeah.
deal when I got mine.
Apple TV, I had it for a bit because I got a year free when I bought my iMac. So.
Yep. I also got a year free for. I had a year and 6 months free. So
Yep.
That's nice.
I will sign up for this. The tricky part for me is I have an Android TV in the living room, so I always have to like dig out my Roku and plug it in to do my Apple TV stuff.
If you use it on your Android TV, it gets angry. You're just like you're using like
a competitor.
It won't even let me Chromecast Apple TV to it. They hate each other so much. Kyle asked, does Apple TV make money? It probably, I don't think it does, but they get so many awards that's not like Apple needs money anyways.
I think they're
giving that out, then I guess
from what I see, Apple TV does the most well compared to these smaller like platforms.
It has more prestige for sure. Like Apple TV shows, I've only watched a couple, but boy, they were great. You know. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's about it.
Kyle, go stream Apple TV on Microsoft. You want this cosmic to explode?
Yeah, basically. I gotta pull up the Entertainment Weekly articles and pause the video clips on them. Thank you, modern stuff.
You don't get copyright flag?
No, I don't want to listen to, and I also don't want to listen to the theme song because I'm just gonna get like zoned out jamming to it. We will talk about this. So for those unaware. I don't know how you could be at this point to be unaware.
Essentially, it was our audience.
Especially with our audience. Hey, did you guys know there's a new Power Rangers season coming out? Hey, here it is. Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. Let's see if I can zoom this out. Ignore the image in the background. We will do that later. Here's our poster. So Cosmic Fury is going to be debuting September 29th on Netflix. They're dropping all 10 episodes at once.
We got something. First off, we got something.
And we also got a lag stream. Hasbro doesn't want us talking about. There we go. Let me just.
Speaking of, when it comes out, we like I'll at least do a watch party. So if you want to join in that watch party, binging all 10 episodes, come join the Discord.
Yep, there will be a Discord watch party.
Turn out terrible.
I feel like I'm a little bit more confident in this show because, oh my god, the lag. Entertainment Weekly is killing my bandwidth, guys. I'm gonna have to pull this up one at a time. It's gonna slow the show down a little bit.
That's fine. We have time.
Hey, OBS, stop blinking.
Yeah, no, it's.
Okay, all right, we're stable. So the thing is that, all right. So I gotta tell you guys, this is the funniest thing. So first of all. Let's see. Oh my god, the chat is going nuts. I'm gonna have to ignore the chat a little bit, guys. While I get the basics out here.
Yeah, we'll do. Okay, so how we're gonna talk about the show and our dots, and we'll read any chat questions.
Ryan, you keep track of the chat and figure out some stuff. I'm gonna focus on presenting the news. All right, so Cosmic Fury is going to be 10 episodes. It takes the Dino Fury cast into space. I don't have the image here because I didn't want to make it a whole separate news article. But Osama Sentai King Oger is going to also be going to space in September and actually beating Cosmic Fury to the punch, which is really weird that both Power Rangers and Sentai are like, let's go to space. Cool. With Cosmic Fury, we got a little bit...
I just want to play the Tim Curry clip out to escapes the one play where capitalism had invaded space!
I love that scene in Command & Conquer.
Yes. So anyways, poster looks great. I think now that we've actually seen the suits, like the actual suits presented not in cell phone quality.
In proper lighting. Also.
I love this. I love this. Yes, this is going to be... I saw the question pop up. It's a good point of this. This is the last season of Power Rangers for now. They are obviously going to do something more with this franchise. This is going to be the last season for the foreseeable future. There is no more productions happening in New Zealand. That's been confirmed. They have shut down production in New Zealand. And whatever's happening, stateside or whatever, that's got to happen after the strikes are resolved. So this is it
I
for
guess
now.
the best way to describe it. This is the end of. I guess we're kind of now gonna dub it Generation 1 of Power Rangers.
Yes.
You want to get super technical.
I'm calling it Phase
because
1.
the whole. Yeah, because it's wrapping up. It's. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a like.
Well,
don't
as we're going to
expect
talk
this
about in a moment, this is wrapping up a lot of stuff. So before we get too far ahead, I do want to say with the poster, it looks nice. I like the way the suits look. And I like that Lord Zed's got like Zed-themed baddies down here, little foot soldier dudes.
I love them. I love them. They're like
I like them.
They're pure foot soldier men. I love them.
Yes. Anyways, I think the suits look way better than they have been in any other presentation. So, let's go with not that article. Wrong one. I'm going to get Entertainment Weekly pulled up here. Ignore that. Stop. Okay. So Entertainment Weekly posted the article that, yes, in addition to the Cosmic Fury, we knew Billy was going to be in the show thanks to leaks. Nobody leaked that Billy was going to be a regular cast member for the whole season.
Yeah, the longest is people thought he was going to be a one episode guest star, but no, it's he's got to fill like the Tommy role from Down Under.
He's coming back as a mentor role. He is in the opening credits. As Tyler Ripley keeps pointing out, Ollie isn't smiling in the opening credits. Everybody else's opening credit shot was taken from Dino Fury and moved on. Now, we have been told by Simon Bennett the credits will change throughout the season because the opening they released...
It's pretty obvious.
The opening they released is only Dino Fury suits. No Cosmic Fury suits.
Pretty much like, for now, Zeto's to that, the Ghost? I don't think they ever give an official name. I know Russell...
Yeah, they haven't given him an official name, but... Anyways,
I know calling him the Ghost Ranger, but it's literally taking shots from the finale of season 2 of Dino Fury.
Exactly. They're doing the kind of thing like when Diva Talks was in the first episode of In Space, like the opening there. But yes, David Yost is back as a lead. Here's the 6 Rangers together. It made me realize that they actually mirror flipped Javi's image on the poster because his robot arm's on the opposite side. Javi has a robot arm all the time.
And not just in Ranger form. That's not just part of the suit.
So as you can see in this image, because this is a production shot of them in costume, he's gonna have a robot arm. And I gotta tell you, the most interesting things about Cosmic Fury for me right now is David Yost, robot arm. I really want to know what's going on with this robot arm. Like, is he gonna lose the whole thing? Is it just an injury? Like, how far are we going with this? This could be really cool.
I hope the robot arm isn't a Bionic Commando situation.
Oh my god!
And if you understand the reference, good.
It won't happen, but I want Rocket Punch. Is all I'm asking. It won't happen, but I want that.
But anyways,
I like Millia's new red jacket.
Yeah, I like her red jacket. I still don't understand why she's the Red Ranger, and I hope the show will explain that to me.
Yeah. How did you just like what you got? What?
How does she go from her last
like an army? Right.
Like the thing is with Amelia. Her last Focus episode that wasn't plot relevant was about how she cracked under pressure when she was given leadership. There's a bit of a gap here. I want to know where she developed her leadership skills. Anyways, we'll talk about all this when the show
Tom and
comes
Jojo
out.
understood my reference to Bionic Commando.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So on that note, there was a second entertainment article. Power Rangers producer teased a second familiar face might return for Cosmic Fury. And then they just posted this image, and I'm like, might? Mick's coming back. We already knew that too from leaks, but Mick's coming back. I will not talk about the wrap photo that came out today. We'll leave it at that. That needs to be zip closed. I want to leave that a surprise. We're close, because September 29th is not that far away. But anyways, he said more familiar faces and teased Mick. Now, will we get the Dark Ranger that's rumored? We'll have to see. I think if we do, he'll only be an episode. I think Mick's going to be like one episode. We'll see who else shows up. You know, if they live in New Zealand, there's a chance they'll show up. So there's that.
Let's see. I think other tidbits that we learned is apparently Billy's return was planned from the start. Like, because apparently
they
it was
planned Billy's return
Ranger...
prior to Once a Ranger was designed. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Once a Ranger came after the whole decision bringing him back for Cosmic Fury. What?
Yeah, so Billy was already planned to come back prior to Once and Always existing. They're not going to reference Once and Always, apparently. It's just going to kind of like which is fine because like kids don't necessarily have to watch both. They'll just be like, let's watch Cosmic Fury, because that's the current show. So you want to kind of make sure it's accessible.
There isn't really isn't anything to connect them besides Billy. Because they didn't even reference.
Also, for everyone wondering, Billy is wearing his once and always Blue Ranger suit. So
just the more detail MMPR suit.
Yep.
Pretty much.
I don't think we're getting Billy as in like a Cosmic Fury suit. I think he's just going to be in his Mighty Morphin look, which is fine.
There's some rumors that we won't discuss.
There's rumors we won't discuss. I gotta say though, yeah. The other thing was that Fern got upgraded to series regular because she's in the opening now. Izzy's girlfriend, which we already kind of know she's going to be doing something.
Worst kept secret.
Worst kept secret. The other thing I will add is that I saw people mention it in the chat earlier. Simon Bennett said, "Oh, Q Ranger has too many Rangers." I don't know if he meant the full 12 or at least the 9, because now we have our 7 Dino Fury people. Billy's our 8th. Fern's going to become a Ranger. That's 9. So we have 9 Rangers anyway.
Here's the thing. I want to say this because some people, when this came out, especially with the theme song we'll talk about, is people were shocked about having all the Q, at least the main. Was it 9?
Yeah, the main 9 Q Ranger mecha are in it, and they have to do it because we do know that not every episode has a Megazord fight, but the thing is, Q Ranger only has I think 2 or 3 fights that use only the main 5. There's always an auxiliary guy somewhere because of the way Q Ranger was.
That's the thing. I was confused. Why people are so confused? Like, yeah, I know there's only.
We're not going to get toys of the other 4, but.
But also there. Like. Yeah, the thing, not even outside toys, but like there's rare footage of Q Ranger with just 5 members, especially that specific 5 colors.
Yeah, they were always at least 6 at some point.
And also like
because literally Q Ranger rolled in, like had a roulette wheel that decided which 5 were going on a mission, so it's just all random every episode.
And also like just because there's only X amount of Rangers in Cosmic/Dino doesn't mean the others could be auxiliary vehicles.
Yeah.
The
thing is, too, is that...
Are you sure? No.
I think a lot of the case is that we see in the opening that Billy's in the Wolf Sword cockpit. So it's like they have enough Rangers, they can just be like, you go pilot this thing, Like Ion's there's 2 shots, and Ion's in gold in one and yellow in the other. So it's just...
And they actually tried to change. They actually bought to change the logos to if you're a different design for they changed the starfish to shark.
So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I like the theme song, by the way.
I
it's
like
not
it
like it's
I like the other one. So
which other one?
The
Dino Fury.
One. Yeah,
the Dino
I like
Fury
that
one
too. So I figured.
Yeah,
they'd stay being good.
It's like the Dino Fury theme if they cut out the Go-Go Power Rangers part.
I actually see a really good edit where they combine both Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. It actually feels like one full song. Actually, does sound nice.
Psycho was brought up. Yeah, Q Ranger 13579 was only used 5 times. Yeah, exactly.
The Cosmic Fury theme song, maybe because it just gives me that Saturday morning cartoon feel, and that's why I really like it a lot.
Something I miss.
Yep. I think it sounds good. I mean, it's not up to the level like when Jeremy Sweet was doing theme songs, But I think it sounds good. It's got some energy to it. It's catchy. It's fun. I like it. I honestly like it.
I personally don't think it's just because there's no go-go in it. I just think it has a better flow.
It doesn't even have the word "go" in it at all, which is great.
I actually do like them using the phrase morphing. Like that's actually kind of like it. It does have a really good beat. I think. I think the problem with Beast Morpher and Dino Fury is I think the go-go and the original lyrics don't flow together naturally.
Yeah, because it's felt like this with Beast Morphers and Dino Fury that they're like they want to make a new song, but then they're required to put go-go in, and so they start doing something cool, and then they just click go-go.
Because Dino Fury is Go-Go Power Rangers, Dino Fury, Revolution, Evolution,
which they put that into the Cosmic
Rise.
Fury theme. They put the Evolution,
and that sounds
Revolution
natural there.
Yeah,
but like Beast Morpher is like Go-Go
Power
Rangers.
Like if you like it, sing it now. I don't sing good on cue, guys.
Well, yeah, like
Also, I don't know the
like,
lyrics well enough. It's only been out for like 3 days.
It's like morphing to outer space.
Does someone have the lyrics
morphing
written down? Because it's pretty high energy. Cosmic Fury lyrics.
No, Dino Charges. I think that's still
Dino Charge is still the top of the modern songs.
But like wait,
because it's morphing in outer space. Time to save the human race. We're morphing million miles away. Powers will illuminate. And then I don't know the rest of it because that's where the stops up. Yeah. There you go, guys. I did half the song for you because I didn't remember where the instrumental part was. And then they go back to the Evolution Revolution, and it requires 3 people to sing it because they have a thing. So.
Yeah.
Infinite wants a karaoke night. I could do it, guys. You have no idea. One of my hobbies is memorizing lyrics and singing songs. Yeah, I could actually do it. We do it on Discord, so I don't get like copyright strikes.
Yep. Yeah, we would have a Discord karaoke, and all it's just gonna be fucking on.
I'll practice songs too. I'd practice songs for it. I'm glad you guys like the singing. Thank you. That was off the cuff. I haven't even practiced it. That was the first time I.
All right, Kels, what Yakuza song? What Yakuza karaoke song will you do? Will you do Bakamate or?
Oh, that one is. No, mine's is Cinderella, 24 Hours.
Oh yeah, I love you. You love me.
I love that this has become a karaoke session. That boy Steve.
Karaoke was added to Yakuza by the guy who's now running the series.
Oh my god!
Oh really?
In part 3, he joined in part 3, and he was like, "Guys, we need karaoke." And they were like, "You sure?" He fought hard.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Fine, we'll add karaoke." And now he runs Yakuza because Nagoshi left.
Dat boy Steve, I'm happy to hear that we got you guys back into Power Rangers and Tokusatsu in general. That's a great thing. Tyler Ripley asked if we're going to get a trailer. I think, honestly, I don't need a trailer. You sold me with the opening.
I think we'll probably get one before. Yeah. It's the Netflix strategy. We'll get one like the week, 2 weeks before the show comes out. Actually, it's honestly surprising Scott Pilgrim got a trailer so far in advance. Honestly.
I think it's because the hype was there. They were like, no, we got to get a trailer out.
Speaking of shout-outs, I can't wait for that series so much.
Scott Pilgrim anime looks great. All right. Matthew Laura hit me with the Lost Galaxy theme. See, I can do the Lost Galaxy theme because I edit with that a lot.
Far.
No. You gotta get into it. You gotta go far, far away, deep in space, to a galaxy you'll go, and then you have to do like the backup lyrics.
Go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go.
There lies a key to the answer and the powers you will know.
Go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, go.
Rangers, turn on the Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy. And then it just vamps from there, so we were good.
and then Starship Troopers.
Wait,
the Starship Troopers show up.
No, you don't hear all the like explosions and sound effects also. You know what's like
Psycho O's, edit that to the visuals of the song of the
opening. That'll be on a Twitter exclusive video.
Or even just throw it in the Discord.
We actually want to talk about like favorite like editing visuals because I feel like with Power Rangers, I think the editing visuals also is that part and Get Lost of the Power Ranger where it's like them grabbing the trans dagger in sync.
That's pretty good too.
That moment, I think that's like one of my favorite like editing parts of a PR opening. Because like when you can sync visuals up with the theme, it really adds a lot to that moment of the song for me.
It's why I love the Digimon Frontier Evolution so much.
Oh yeah, Digimon.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no, Spin Dash. Yeah, I agree. I wish we had the music rights for Power to get a good album out there. I will not do a Kenobi yell this early in the stream. I mean, I couldn't even get to like half of Sam Witwer's range.
I don't think anyone could get to Sam Witwer's PR.
If you guys have never seen the video of Sam Witwer doing the Kenobi yell from Rebels, it's it like shakes me to my core every time I see it. I won't sing any Toei songs because they will find me.
Also, like the only one I can think of is go over time and space.
Yep, and that's as far as we'll do because I'm not done. Right. Yeah,
well, I mean,
karaoke night really should be a thing on Discord now.
I mean that or the classical fear, pain.
Yeah, ah! Exactly. That was a lot of fun. We got Blu-ray news. Should we get into the Blu-ray news? Because I think it's time. It's also really warm in here. It's also because I just started singing, so now I'm like all warmed up now.
the energy is there.
Pyrus, I would do the Garo theme, but I need 4 backup singers. Actually, no, sorry, not backup singers. I need 4
jam
5,
project.
We need 5 people in general to do that.
Yeah, we're just Garo like the like.
I mean, if we do the original one, that one's easy because it's just mostly instrumentals. But if we do like Savior in the night, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to get like 5 people.
One day we'll do an acapella of the Garo theme.
We will. Someone missed all the karaoke. You're gonna have a lot to catch up on. But as soon as the stream's over, back it up. This is like random karaoke is now my new favorite live stream moment, I think. Oh my god! Speaking of waking up heroes, guys, Black RX review's coming this week. You guys ready to do the Blu-ray news? We're gonna just power through it. All right, so we got some incredible Blu-ray news, but first of all, let's talk about a dumb one. Dragon Ball Superhero is getting a 4K release, which was announced via the Dragon Ball Games Power Hour website in a footnote in an image that said it was coming, and I said, okay, I'll wait to buy the Blu-ray because there'll be a 4K. It's probably still green tinted. I'm not holding out any hope here.
I need to check the Crunchyroll because now it's showing Crunchyroll. I need to see does that have.
I'm pretty sure it does because even Toei's release does. I did get RX in. The review is coming Wednesday. I filmed it today, so it'll probably still have the green tint at this point. Are we losing any fights? We're just going to constantly be losing fights.
It just
Toei has since Discotek confirmed that even their own movie.
it goes a bullet train. Toei this is not like a Funimation or Crunchy.
It's a Toei thing.
That's a Toei. Yeah,
it's for some reason.
Yep. Pyrus, the way that this title came to be is that Toriyama forgot that the franchise was under the Dragon Ball Super name and named the movie Superhero.
That is such a Toriyama thing. It hurts.
Also, I guess tie-in, weirdly enough, because Charles Martinet is in this movie.
Yes, he is.
They confirmed today that Charles Martinet stepped down.
Yes,
as the voice of Mario.
In our Discord, Double R posted about it, but
his last thing he said was, "Those are my boys" in the Mario movie.
How long has he been voicing Mario?
Ever since Mario had a voice.
Mario teaches typing, not Mario teaches Mario teaches typing. So 30 years.
More than 30 years. Yeah, wow.
Yep.
Golly.
But he's in here now. So, I love this movie. Now, here's the weird part. All right, there are steelbooks. One with Gohan Beast, which is exclusive to Walmart. We'll come back to that. And then there's one exclusive to Amazon with Orange Piccolo. I went Orange Piccolo because I'm the Piccolo guy. You know, you're asking me like favorite, Dragon Ball character. It's Piccolo. I love Piccolo. Okay, he's my favorite. So the thing is that I ordered the Piccolo Steelbook, and then I was like, I kind of want the Gohan Beast one, but Walmart, right? Okay, so funny story, guys. They put up the Gohan Beast Steelbook on pre-order at Target. The Walmart exclusive. The one they said was a Walmart exclusive, which is listed as WM Dragon Ball Superhero Steelbook Walmart, was up for pre-order on Target.
Oops.
And it even says Walmart exclusive on the Target page. Anyways, that's the thing.
Sound like the
stream lagging, but yeah.
Well, I like to think Target still shipping from Walmart.
I feel like Target got them in and they were like, "Oh, these aren't ours, but we'll sell them anyways." There's also this metallic art card that comes with all of them, which is cool. So
is it a wait? Is it for the Dragon Ball card game or is it a generic like art?
oh,
card?
it's just an art, like a lenticular art card. It's not a card game
Oh,
card.
okay.
Infinite, I'm not getting the figure arts because I collect too many figure arts, and Dragon Ball's the easiest one for me to go. I don't need them. But I did buy Cell Games Yamcha to go with Cell Games TN.
The Dragon Stars Beast Gohan is actually a pretty good figure if you want to get it. I think they get the Omega Shenron. They do their release.
Yeah.
Because those are out now from what I've seen.
So, speaking of cursed releases, we found out more details about Cleopatra Shin Ultraman from somebody's customer service email.
The good old bootleg company. Like seriously, go look at their YouTube channel. It looks like it does not look like an official company. I swear.
Yep. Okay, so Cleopatra Entertainment said in a response to someone asking for a replacement disc, we ran out of the initial batch of second edition replacement discs, but are working on a third edition, which will have true subtitles instead of transcription of the dubbed audio. You have a closed captioning. That's not the problem. The problem is you don't have true subtitles in addition. Don't remove one to put in the other. Anyways.
Yeah, because some people, for the people who only want to listen to the dub track, but also needs the subtitles just in case, but you're hearing impaired or like people who like want to have subtitles with their movies so they can like keep track with dialogue.
The UI Goku is $80. I'm probably not going to cover it today because we got more Blu-rays, but he's on pband.us. Okay. So then they say, unfortunately, this means we'll not be able to send out any new disc until the third edition is complete, so maybe a little bit longer before you receive your new copy. So they're fixing it again instead of just doing it right the first time.
First up, Kyle, it was not Toho who decided Cleopatra. It was, what was it?
The Exchange, which was the company that bought the rights to the movie from Toho at an auction at the Toronto Film Festival. Yeah,
Toho has no control of these home... Toho and Tsuburaya had no control of these home releases at all.
Long story short, I'm going to have to do another video on this video when there's a third replacement disc.
Again, the Shin Ultraman saga, and it's just a edited logo of the Shin Ultraman
At what point
saga
do I
logo?
have to actually, like, at what point do I legitimately have to open, like, a playlist just for this? Just, yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Cleopatra Records is the main company. Entertainment's just an offshoot. Nuteki says, I don't understand. You played Assassin's Creed. Can't you assassinate Cleopatra like you did in Origin? I could. Okay. Now, posted to the BluRay.com forums as well as, I think, Sci-Fi Japan's Facebook, this person who I'm not allowed to say the name of, you guys don't get to know that story. I just have to legally disclose that. Said, okay, so apparently we have learned that Mill Creek has not signed an additional deal with Tsuburaya for Ultraman. The possibility is there for more. This person recommends that anyone who wants that to happen contact Mill Creek via their website at millcreekentertainment.pages/contact us or social and tell them so. The more fans customers hear from, the more motivation to make this happen. And also a third pass at Shin Ultraman Blu-ray is coming. I think Cleopatra should make sure everything's placed before making the official announcement and setting up a returns program, giving them a few weeks. So I would say, guys, if you want more Mill Creek Ultraman, I haven't composed an email yet. I'm going to send him an email and be like, I want to see you release, and then just include the whole list. Okay? But go to the contact us for Mill Creek, send an email. Someone, it's not that person. If any of you guys are wondering why I'm not talking about the person by name, go watch the second Mill Creek Ultraman video.
The one with Gridman in it.
The one after the Gridman subs.
Blue Beetle #1 box office.
Yeah?
Weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. That was my dad telling me about the Blue Beetle box office. Anyways, we'll get back to that later.
Live interruption.
That is good news for me, though. Okay, so anyways, Mill Creek Entertainment website, go email them, say you want it to happen.
Give us more.
Give us more. I'm going to send them an email and be like, here is what you haven't done.
Plus Zet has a dub, so you can have multiple language to release.
So yeah, according to this guy who knows the stuff, you're allowed to go bug Mill Creek. So go bug Mill Creek. Cool. Are you ready for good Blu-ray news? I feel like this was kind of like a mixed Dragon Ball to this now.
So what we need to do is go to our nearest washing machine and beg them to send us to Mill Creek.
Yes.
And hope we don't get.
You said the nearest washing. For some reason, I heard go to the New York washing.
New York washing.
Let's ask the old Lord washing machines. Please send us, give us a portal to Mill Creek's offices so we can tell them to give us more Ultraman Blu-rays.
Honestly.
And hope you don't run into Takaguchi on your way out.
Muteki, I might ask that as a separate email. Yeah, all right. So before we get to the big Disney news, because I put that in the title, but we got some other stuff. First of all, boom! Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, which just wrapped up airing, like, what was that? A week ago last Thursday. It's already got its Blu-ray up for pre-order, 4K Steelbook, and I'm like, cool. Streaming shows coming out right after they air. It's going to be still a few months out, because of pre-orders. But honestly, I love seeing that we already got a solicitation for our 4K UHD plus our Blu-ray release of Star Trek Strange New World Season 2. Great stuff. Paramount's been really good at this.
Hey, at least it's the only way we can see the Lower Decks on Blu-ray again.
That's true. I mean, it's going to be the only time you can see Lower Decks anything in 4K, so that's fun. But anyways, that was a great season. Good times. All right, next up, in the crazy Blu-ray news, Columbo finally has a Blu-ray release outside Japan. Also, yes, Columbo only had a Blu-ray release in Japan.
That's crazy.
What's Columbo was a old series or
Columbo is a really long-running detective series.
Okay,
they're like TV movie long.
Yeah.
Columbo's one of those series that I know the name of, but I actually don't know what's the name connected to, so I didn't know what this was.
It's basically a series of TV movies, and Columbo had a Japanese Blu-ray release that was, I heard, pretty good. But here's the thing. We got Columbo seasons 1 through 7 coming in a 20-disc box set from Kino Lorber. It will be restored. It's newly restored in 4K by Universal Pictures, but they're not going to do 4K discs because that would be obscenely expensive for how much this is. There's a ton of bonus features. It will include, because Columbo started as a movie of the week in 1968 called Prescription Murder, and the 1971 pilot Ransom for a Dead Man will be the first two things in the box set. They are calling it the 1970s set. That is to make it easy. Yes, the first thing in it is from 1968. They know that. They're just making it simple. There's a ton of bonus features, commentaries, booklets, optional music and effect audio tracks for each episode, and new slipcase stuff, plus optional English closed captioning subtitles. I've never watched all of Columbo, but boy, am I tempted to buy this thing because it looks great.
I mean, that's a lot. It's rare to see a home media release with this much pack into it in a long while.
It hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, but this is a huge set. It's coming out November 21st, and it's great. Now, the thing is, I imagine there will be an 80s and a 90s, and however long until they stop doing Columbo. Which, let me look that up right now. Let's find out how long Columbo ran.
Yeah, what was the last Columbo thing?
Columbo has actually, it's gotten a resurgence on streaming, too. Because people really like it. Columbo ran from 1968 to 2003.
Wow, that's long.
Yep. Now, the thing is, that is long, but that is a total of 69 episodes. So the 70s episodes would take you up through, 78, because then there was a break. So there was a break between 78 and 89. So that's going to be a huge chunk of the set. So I imagine there'll be a second set that will confirm, Spin Dash, like Spin Dash said, Kino confirmed next year we'll get the rest of it. I imagine 89 through 2003 will be the next set. They probably combine, they'll combine the 80s and the 90s. Because that'll be 24 more episodes. And the episodes are 94 minutes a piece for the pilot movies, and then the average episode is 70 to 90 minutes. So they're long.
Yep.
Yeah, Small Dream, exactly. The Heisei Columbo set. This is the Showa Columbo set. But anyways, so we're getting all of Columbo. And basically, I imagine each episode's on its own disc at this point. Or there's like 2 episodes on one disc because of all the stuff. So, Muteki says, to describe Columbo, imagine Kamen Rider Double with no riders, no belts, and no CGI.
So just a detective. So just a detective series.
Yep. There is a classic thing with Columbo, is that the murderer thinks they got away with it, and after his questioning, and then Columbo will be like, "Oh, but one more thing," and that last question will always be the one that gets them.
I'm pretty sure Columbo's what LA Noir is based off on. I won't be surprised. Plus, like
in a lot of ways, yeah.
Columbo, Kojak.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone found the Jada Toys Chun-Li.
I'm trying to find that. I'm currently looking for that.
I'm looking for it too, so I can do my review of Wave 1. Yeah. There's a bunch of clips on YouTube on the official channel. Peacemaker mentioned as well. So Columbo's great. That's actually pretty exciting. I might get it. That might be the next show I watch with family. We finished Young Indiana Jones. We watched Star Wars Rebels in 3 weeks flat. What's next? Columbo?
3 weeks flat. My God.
Yeah, we did all. We did. Because my dad never seen Rebels, my mom and I wanted to rewatch it, so we were like, we're going to catch up before Ahsoka, and I wasn't sure if it was going to happen, if we were going to make it in time, but we started 3 weeks out, and we finished it, and it's also because we watched all of Season 4 in one day on Saturday. Because it was just the last season of Rebels is insanely bingeable. So anyways...
It's not that long, isn't it? It's only
76 episodes of Rebels.
Well, more the last season 4. How long?
Season 4 was 15 episodes, but the last episode was double length.
Yeah.
So it's 16. Rebels is great. If you've never seen Star Wars Rebels, you have missed the best Star Wars show. Period. I love Clone Wars, I love Andor, I love Mando, but Rebels is the best Star Wars show. That is a definitive statement. And that would be a great transition into Star Wars news, except that's not what we're doing. Let's talk about Prey. So this was news from last Thursday that the what was previously a Hulu exclusive, it's not technically a spin-off of Predator, right? It's just the next Predator.
It's pretty much it's a prequel. Pretty much I don't say even prequel because it's just a Predator story that takes place during Cayman.
It's a Predator movie. It's the newest Predator movie, Prey. I have heard a lot of great things about it. I haven't actually sat down to watch it. I've actually never seen a Predator movie in full, so that's my fault. But they are bringing Prey to 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD on October 3rd, and then there will also be a 4K Steelbook at Best Buy. So this is pretty exciting because this is a streaming exclusive movie owned by Disney because it's owned through the Fox purchase and it was on Hulu, and yet it got a Blu-ray. Hey, that's something, that's pretty cool. I figured this was probably due to pre-existing contracts with Prey itself because of the way it was in production prior to the Disney buyout. I didn't think it was an indicator of anything. Okay? Guys, it was an indicator of everything. This is where we're getting to the craziest news. We're getting Disney Plus shows on 4K Blu-ray. And also Blu-ray.
Is the world ending? Cats and dogs living together? What's going on here?
Disney finally listened to me. I have been saying for years, you put Mandalorian on a Blu-ray, I will buy it. And I will still have my Disney Plus subscription, I've said this over and over again. How many times have I said this? I was just saying this last week. And here we are with multiple shows suddenly, boom, out of nowhere. And I was just it's the greatest Blu-ray freaking news. I mean, Columbo is pretty big, but it's Kino Lorber putting it out, and they're doing that's Disney cracking open their vault just to go, here's WandaVision, Mando, and Loki. Hello. Oh my God. Hype. So here's the details. We don't know prices yet. I would expect these to be expensive. Just, mentally prep yourself to go, okay, this is gonna...
Are they only steelbooks?
They are only steelbooks currently. So first of all, let's go over the basics that's the same for all of them. They come in steelbook packaging. There will be 2 disc sets. There will be a Blu-ray option and a 4K option, and they will come with 3 art cards. Okay? There is no non-steelbook editions, but These steelbooks aren't exclusive to Best Buy. They'll be available nationwide at all stores. And then also, they will be going to the international markets, RIP Australia's international market with Disney. They will also be going to international markets as well, so you won't necessarily have to import them, which is terrific. So, we got WandaVision, which was a 9-episode, half-hour show. And this will be... And oh, let me not forget this. They all include bonus features. All of them.
Wait, what? What's going on here?
Yeah, exactly. So, we got WandaVision coming out... WandaVision is coming out November 28th. Mandalorian Season 1 and 2... Oh, it's going to be an expensive day. December 12th, we will get Season 1 Mando and Season 2 Mando, which is great because they're starting with the most popular shows, which just makes sense. And then on September 26th, we're going to get Loki Season 1. And this is right before Season 2 comes out. So here's the thing. We didn't get details on the other sets. But we did get details on Loki, and I think this is a good indicator of what we're going to see. The bonus features for Loki include designing the TVA, step inside the incredible set of Loki Season 1, and get a sneak peek in Season 2. Cool. Official TVA orientation video. That's an in-universe thing. Love that. Gag reel. Great. Deleted scene, Loki's coronation. Deleted scene, the standoff. 2 deleted scenes. Awesome. And then assembled the making of Loki, which is the special that was behind-the-scenes special, which is on Disney+. It's on the disc. I kind of expected if they'd ever done it, they would just toss that on there and just call it a day. But everything else is new. Everything else isn't on Disney+. And amazing. Just amazing. Now, product specifications, it will be 2 different SKUs. So if you're wanting the 4K or you're wanting the Blu-ray, you pick. You don't get both in one package. You got to pick. I'm personally going to go 4K because I'm there at this point. The aspect ratio will be the original aspect ratio. It's going to be 287 minutes. The disc size. All of the 4K discs are going to be 100 gig 4K discs, 50 gig Blu-ray discs. Cool. There will be English, Spanish, and French audio, English, Spanish, and French subtitles. So you got that as well. All the releases will be on 100 gigabyte UHD discs, which means you're going to get your full range of video quality, which is great. And it is Dolby Atmos sound, but it is HDR10, not Dolby Vision, which is standard for Disney. It's going to look fine. It's going to look good. So, on that, Marvel had an article. Marvel's article on this. 404 not found. I'll just pull the bar up
They killed us.
It's probably because they messed up a little bit. They tagged it under Falcon and Winter Soldier, and their article said, articles, TV shows, WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, 4K UHD, Blu-ray. I imagine that they probably delayed Falcon and Winter Soldier just till next year, and they're going to announce it later. But they had already planned that.
Next year, is next year?
Next year's when Captain America: New World Order is supposed to come out.
So they
Brave New World. They changed the title. Brave New World.
They probably want to tie in, maybe.
I would imagine Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to come out like a week or 2 before that movie. And they maybe just jumped on the article. Originally, they were going to put it out at first, but yeah.
I imagine when go, do you want to see the origin of Sam Wilson as Captain America? Go buy the Falcon Winter Soldier, all that stuff.
Works for me. I'm fine with that. Now, you guys remember last month when we talked about? I think we did talk about this, right? The discless. We mentioned it, but we already did. We didn't really talk about it. There was this stupid discless steelbook for WandaVision. You guys remember this? This was a weird one because we were like, why would there be a discless steelbook when there's no WandaVision disc? And people were like, oh, well, is that foreshadowing? No, it's even weirder. So, within the studio sources, Walt Disney Home Entertainment had no idea that WandaVision steelbook existed because it was licensed to Haslab by Disney Consumer Products, who didn't know that Walt Disney Home Entertainment was doing WandaVision. So there was complete disconnect there.
But is that really still legal or not? Or no?
It's still legal because it's a Disney Consumer Products licensed item. But it is not a Walt Disney Home Entertainment licensed item.
So that's more under like merchandise then, technically.
Essentially, the difference is that Home Entertainment does your digital and physical home entertainment releases. consumer products, license Metacom to make this Oswald the Lucky Rabbit figure. So that's the division breakdown. So yeah, just usual giant corporation couldn't get their stuff together. Andreas brings a good point. They haven't released the IMAX version of newer MCU movies on physical media. That is correct. Now, there has been some discussion that some of the directors don't like the IMAX enhanced versions being on Disney Plus because they intended kind of like, oh, hey, we'll do, they like the consistent frame rate. Like, some directors like consistent frame rate. Some are Michael Bay and love making the movie blink as it happens. But essentially, the thing is that some directors wanted to keep that consistent format, but because of the IMAX requirement, they had to have some shots in the full IMAX format, and they don't really want people seeing it that way. James Gunn said he did like 4 or 5 different versions of Guardians 3, and the one on the Blu-ray is the one he prefers. So I don't know. I don't really take the IMAX versions as a sticking point with the MCU movies, because it depends on the director as to whether they want that version to be the version. Always, preferably, I would love the choice. So that's kind of my thing. Yeah, I mean, this is huge news. Disney, like, not less than a year ago, was saying we're never going to release these shows on Blu-ray. And here they are. Again, as we talked about last week, they've left money on the table for years by not doing this.
Again, Chuck.
I'm so happy.
But, like,
I'm so happy right now. I feel vindicated and justified.
It feels like they're doing this because, oh no, we're losing money because of our box office and all the other stuff. Quick, let's release our shows on home media.
Yep. Also, I do believe, don't quote me on this, everybody should get residuals for these home video releases, because that's part of a different contract.
Like they should.
As they should. Now, the other thing, too, is, Kyle did mention, we have all the MCU films on 4K. Some of them are, I think, upscales, though. I gotta say that we're at this point where if you want to own the Disney Plus shows, pick which one of these you like and buy it. Say that these aren't the ones you want. Say you're like an Andor fan. Buy Mando Season 1. I think
show there's people want these.
Yeah, Bill at Digital Bits, I think, even says this at some point. Let's see. I think he said it at some point here. All right, yeah, he says, and if these titles sell well, you can bet that additional series and seasons will follow next year. This is, the fact they're not going in order of the Marvel shows, right? It would be Wanda, Falcon, Loki, Wanda, Falcon, What If, Loki. The fact they're not doing them in order says to me they're doing the ones that have been the most popular. Wanda, Loki, Mando. And then if these sell, they will do more. With Falcon and Winter Soldier is probably a lock at this point, since it was already in that article URL. I gotta say, though, that, like, if you want Andor, if you want Clone Wars, if you want Obi-Wan, buy Mando. If you want Hawkeye, if you want Miss Marvel, buy WandaVision. Like, that's the, even if you're not going to buy both Marvel or both Star Wars sets, or you're like me and I'm going to buy all 4, at least buy one, because it'll send the number surge out there.
Let's hope they can get their.
I hope the anime shows.
TV. Yeah, I hope they get the
freaking
anime
give me my
shows.
last season of Clone Wars. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure fans of like the Owl House and Amphibia would like their show on home media. They can watch anytime.
This opens up the possibilities. The door is open now, where the door was closed before. Spin Dash brings up a very good point. Says, I think that they realized they hit a max growth point in Disney Plus subs, and now they're expanding physical media to keep growing their profits. Exactly. Because honestly, even with the price increase, I'm going to drop Hulu, but I'm not really dropping Disney Plus. I ultimately use it too much. So, but I'm still buying these, Orville on Blu-ray, David pointed out. Yes, absolutely. Don Ranger Power, I hope they do High School Musical, the series. They should do it as one big box set, at this point. Since the show's over, do it as box set, I think we'll see.
Yeah, I still find it weird that they did Tango the series as just a separate, complete series Blu-ray on Disney Movie Club.
And that's another thing, too. I wonder if some of the less popular shows are going to end up on Disney Movie Club,
Because if shows like any other animated shows are only Disney Movie Clubs, then I'll probably just sign up for that then.
Yeah. the big thing, the pre-orders go up on August 28th, by the way, for the U.S. pre-orders. I don't know about international. It's okay, Smith the Crow. I'm like the only Legend of Three Caballeros fan here. I want that show on disc, but they'll never give it to me.
Did that show even air in the U.S. or even finish airing?
Okay, Legend of the Three Caballeros aired in the Philippines. And then it was supposed to... It wasn't... No, I don't think it was ever supposed to air here, but it showed up on Disney Plus on launch day.
Yeah, because I think like the reason why that show the reason why that show never came on the West because I think Disney might think it'll get confusing with both having DuckTales and that show at the same time.
Yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, that show that's one of those. I've always wanted Tron Uprising on Blu-ray. There is options, but the thing is, and I don't like to tell people what to do with their money. I'm not going to tell you, go buy these sets. I am going to say, though, if you want more, buy these sets.
I love Kyle in the chat there. Secret Invasion Blu-ray exclusively on Disney movie club.
Only 10 made. They do it made to order, it's a manufactured on demand release. Muteki, now that we've resolved TV physical media, tell Disney a free MVC2. Look, if they're wanting money, there's a lot of us that would buy more. Like,
I mean, I would. Sure.
Yes.
Capcom. Like, if Capcom could get the chance to, do a Marvel vs. Capcom collection the way they did Capcom Fighting Collection, oh my god. Do you know how many copies that would sell? Millions.
Here's the thing, because I doubt they're going to put MVC3, because that's something, but it'll be like MVC 1, 2...
X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, and X-Men Children of the Atom.
Yeah, so it'll be the complete original Marvel Capcom games in that one.
You got any more chat comments? Because this is the big news.
Zelchak says Ultraman Connection just shared here close. Yoshihara's food interview. I just got an email about it.
Huh. Ultraman Connection did? Oh, right, because he was an Ultraman Orb. Anyways, I'm looking for a DM from Psycho O's here. Oh my god, what the? Okay, yeah, what? Alright, I hate the aftermarket for figure arts, guys. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Got any more thoughts on this? I feel like this was the big news, and I don't need to talk for 45 minutes about Blue Beetle. I can slip in some toy news if you guys want. I was gonna say Blue Beetle for the last 30, but
I mean, it's just great that
this is great. I'm still like, this is real. Like, are we actually live streaming about this right now? Like,
I mean, again, it just kind of screams like we need money. We keep losing money currently. Here, take it.
I will give them my money. I'll take it.
So is Mando how much Mando's on that second? Is it just season 1 or is
season 1 and then season 2? It's 2 separate sets.
2 separate sets, so not one set for both.
Right, not one set for both. It's season. It's both sets. 2 sets here. The Blue Beetle review. What we're gonna do is we'll do half of it non-spoiler, and then we'll give you a spoiler warning. You can like leave at that point. Mm-hmm. I could do. Psycho was looking for a Commander Nago, and she popped up in Mandarake for like 17,000, but sold out. It's like, what? Why is she so much? Yeah, so I don't know. I think we're good on this for now. I love the disc art, by the way, where it's got like the WandaVision like caricatures from the opening, or it's like got Grogu and Mando silhouettes, and like Miss Minutes is all over. Miss Minutes is disc 1. It's freaking great.
I love clever disc art like that.
I do too. These I'm looking forward to these. I will totally buy all 4 of them. Let's do figure arts news. Let's do the figure arts news. But you gotta.
I guess. Just filler question to spend time. Thoughts on Karai joining the Team C Shred Revenge DLC?
Ask me tomorrow on Fighter Chaos's live stream. Oh, encoding overloaded.
Oh god!
That's happened to me when I was streaming Tenkaichi.
Guys, P Bandai US killed our stream. No, we're still going. Okay, no, we're good. I just let me close the WandaVision page. Let's see. So, first things first, Earth Garen's figure art is retail. What?
Oh, so he is retail. Okay, I
Yeah.
was wondering if he was or not.
So, SH Figure Arts Earth Garen from Ultraman Blazar is retail. General retail. He's still up on Ami Ami. I think he went up on Big Bad today. He looks great. He also comes with alternate eyes, which aren't in this photo, and other mysterious accessories.
It's based off the newest episode that just aired.
Yeah.
With the red resist eyes.
Yeah, he's got that going on. David, it is just going to be steelbooks for the Disney Plus shows currently. They may change their mind later. I've seen companies do that.
So am I right? Those DX Kaiju toys you're releasing for Blazar, those are in scale. Would those be in scale with this? Like,
yeah, if you got the DX Kaiju, they would look good with the figure arts. They're about the size. Good. Kamen Rider Geats Laser Boost and Boost Mark II is one figure. Thank you, Bandai. You're freaking great when you want to be.
Wait, what's this?
It's a 2-in-1 set because the base body is mostly the same. You just swap the armors out.
See, it literally just yeah. Thank God.
Yep. Look at that. 2 forms, 1 figure. This should be the standard, guys. This should be the standard. Oh, God. I forgot about the Earth Garen's tail and how big the box is going to be when I have to ship it from Ami Ami. I was like, oh, it would be cheaper than Big Bad. Now I'm not sure.
Okay,
never mind.
How
I can't think about this right now.
Is his tail that long?
It's not as long as, like, Gomora, but it's still a tail. Oh, God. Is Bandai going to pack them at an angle like they do all their Godzilla figures, making the boxes twice as thick for no reason?
I love how they did that with Chainsaw Man.
Yes,
At least they had to, honestly, with that figure.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, this guy's great. Laser Boost. And then we're also getting Kamen Rider Jin. His card in the head and the chest is colored wrong, but I think they're correcting it, from what I remember. He's Geats' supporter, so it makes sense for him to come out alongside Laser Boost.
He's his Raid Shadow Legends of Geats content creation.
Basically. So, yeah. The prices aren't bad. These are on P Bandai US, for anyone wondering what site I'm on.
You know what toy that Bandai should make?
Yes.
They should make one of those like Stretch Armstrong toys for Blazar.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Come on, you've seen the latest episode. He's made a gum.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Chad is confirming what I remember seeing. Yeah, they did correct the color. So
didn't they announce a new belt, like one last belt for Geats, right?
Yeah, there's a new belt, and then they're doing a deluxe CSM style belt for the laser raise riser. I said it correctly this time. Speaking of Boppet swords, what's not on P Bandai US because we're trapped in a hellscape called Hasbro. SH Figure Arts Kuwagata Oger is P Bandai. No big surprise. It's a repaint. It's an easy repaint of Kuwagata Oger. The annoying part is he comes with the shield, which Kuwagata Oger didn't come with.
Of course. So again, think of the classical build a figure.
Build a figure, even though you'd want all the King Ogres to have that, but I'm not sure they're going to make the others. Yeah, I mean, he's a repaint. I was skipping him either way. I don't like Raculus that much.
Well, except for that one guy.
Yeah.
That one guy he's always cheering from,
We're probably gonna get what's the spider ranger?
Spider Kuminos. Yeah, we might get him.
Yeah,
there is a new Ultra Instinct Son Goku figure art that is the Toyotaro edition.
Which I think is like different shade. Oh, is it different shading? Is the biggest?
I love the new head. Oh my god, look at that hair.
That's basically what it is. That's what it is.
Oh,
mainly
okay.
The face.
Well, yeah, the head and the face. Look at the swoopy hair effect. I love that.
Yeah, I want that bad. I really want that one.
And this is
all here. I get work. I get a job soon.
Muteki.
Meanwhile,
shield weapon, shield thing, not King's weapon. I'm not saying the real name.
Somewhere
it's
in the
not.
background.
It's not the Oger caliber. It's the Boppet sword. Okay. No, this looks fantastic.
Meanwhile, somewhere
with anything else?
It comes with hands, and then it comes with a book. I don't have a picture of the book.
Does it come with a sound box that goes da 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 da?
Nope, because this is the manga edition. It comes with a sound box that goes
nothing.
Exactly.
You just hear pages turning.
Yeah, the book is going to be cool. As Spin Dash confirmed, the book says it's going to have 171 figure arts images in it, and there is 171 figure arts, so they actually got their numbers right. Yeah, so it'll be the Dragon Ball SH Figupedia by V-Jump Books summarizes the 171 items of the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball series. It'll also include interviews with Toyotaro Sensei and the planning staff, and available in the 144-page book. Otherwise, he has faces and hands. So, is
this the first time Venom ate merch of any from the manga? Like Mystic Super. Like
I think the original releases of the Dragon... Spin Dash can probably correct me if I'm wrong. I think the original releases of the Dragon Ball figure arts were manga colored. Because they did anime editions of some of them, so...
Because, you know, I'm curious if this means we'll get, like, was it Ultra... What's Vegeta's new form in the manga? Ultra Violent... Ultra...
Ego.
Ultra Ego.
Yeah,
Ultra Ego.
I would say... yeah, okay, yeah, they don't advertise it as manga, but they have done it. I will say that I think because the anime just is non-existent, that the Bandai's probably like, let's start making manga stuff.
We're not gonna make any new Dragon Ball stuff right now.
Bandai is gonna start pressuring Toei, like, start animating already.
Right. I also did notice Goku's arms or his biceps are longer than usual.
Probably the catch of that Totaro style. Probably.
Yeah, they've really. This is not just a straight repaint with a new head. This is definitely
all I'm just saying is, can I get my Goat Man figure?
Oh yeah, the exclusive edition Raditz with the one white armband. Yeah. Yeah. So this is cool. I think this is neat. I will always love action figures that are artist specific because that's one of the coolest things ever. The first Super Saiyan Gohan was manga. The SDCC one was anime. Yeah, that's right. Originally, the figure's based on the manga. Manga has sculpt colors, but they made him con-exclusive anime color repaints. Yeah, because I remember Cell. I have the original Cell release, and he's like not. Yeah, because
manga Cell is more about like a olive. Was it dark olive green or whatever? While like anime says that bright green.
SSJ4 Jason, you'll get your nail figure art when I get my nom figure art. So never.
No.
I would like to get this. You know, this is like on that list of like things I would like, but I gotta buy these 2 Digivices first. And by that point, I buy these 2. I'm gonna be out of money. So, there's 3 cells. I don't know which to apply to which. Yeah. I do want to get more. Like I'm kind of like I'm behind on even Geats figure arts. I got my Punk Jack. But I haven't gotten Gazer. I don't have Zin. I kind of want them. I might just have to dip. There's too many toys coming out right now, and specifically now there's Blu-rays. There's so many Blu-rays, guys.
For me with figure arts, it really needs to be like I need like the property to get more, and it has to be like I need like a figure from that. Like I'm like after getting the Chainsaw Man figure, I'm like really now tempted to get Power now because
I was tempted to get Power until I read the recent chapter of the manga and reminded myself why I didn't want Power. But no, the thing is that like I want Shin Kamen Rider with the helmet off. I want 2+1. I want Gazer. I kind of want Laser Boost. I kind of want Zin. The thing is, my motivation for Geats after I got the main 4 and Punk Jack, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, just wait for them to ever come out figure art standard.
You know, like I have a lot of lines I've been collecting, and I'm running out of room, guys. And I want to keep up with stuff, but then it's like, you know, if I'm collecting a line as it comes out, I want to review it. And then if I can't review it, then I'm like, maybe I don't need to collect it as it comes out, and then I just kind of forget and don't come back to it. Like, the thing is that, you know, as crazy as it sounds, the Digivices are also a business decision. Because the Digivice videos do very well for the SCSAs.
Also, you really want them.
I really want them. Yeah, I really, really want them, and they do really good in views. So it's like I got to get my Digivices, and that's why I have a coupon for free shipping for a figure art this month, but I don't know if I can use it. But we'll see.
You should do like a poll one day.
Muteki,
like...
I can't get them because I bought the helicopter, so I can't put them into the helicopter.
You should do a poll that you should do one of those like chat controls your buying habit thing one day.
Oh God!
Where chat decides what you get.
You know what? Chat should decide what Star Wars Black Series figures I'm getting because I don't know what I want anymore. So I don't review them. I don't talk about them. I just casually buy them. And I say casual as in I pre-order all of them. Not all the figures that come out, but all the ones I want, you know, that kind of thing. That's it for the news for the most part. Does anyone want to hear me complain about a NECA price, or should we just move on to Blue Beetle?
Are we talking about the sewer layer?
Should I, all right, you know, chat, you're getting a poll. I don't do enough polls. I ask these questions, and I'm like, why am I not doing this as a poll? NECA, sewer, Leia, rant? Question mark? It'll only be like 5 minutes, because I'm not that upset about it, but I'll just toss this in. Here you guys go. Poll time.
I love that sounds like a clickbait title, but also like not sharing what's the clickbait title.
Which
like,
clickbait title?
The NECA sewer layer rant.
Rant. Davis Digivice is important. It's a musket. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I want both. I do want the Ken one as well. The Davis one just does seem a little bit more exciting. That's just the nature of it. Smith the Crow, 5 minutes. Yeah, with us. Oh my god, with us. As I figure Golza and the
Sewer TED Talks.
I've seen the Golza box, and the Golza box is huge. It's the same size as the Gomera box. Yeah, this is a 100% poll with 11 votes, guys. So just close it now.
Yeah.
Mutek, you gotta tell me how you pre-ordered the lair and didn't spend a dime. That sounds awesome. All right, let me pull up the page.
It's called buying a construction foam.
I mean, the thing is, legitimately, I do say I'm not in the camp of like, oh, you should just make your own, because that's hard. It's time consuming. It takes craft and skill. But here's the thing, guys. Okay, you remember when we were talking about how much was the Cat's Lair? I forgot already because I decided I'm not
800. 800?
No, that's not right. It was cheaper than that. It was $650.
700. It was something like that. I'll look up right now.
Super7.com. I'm already on there. I'm already on Super 7. Soundout is the Channel 6 boss. Basically, I'm gonna be complaining about them turtles. Cats. Oh yeah. For context of purposes here. You guys remember when I was like, the Cat's Lair isn't that badly priced at $650, considering how large it is.
For what you're getting and everything.
Yeah, and also how I say that like NECA and Super 7 act very similar. Sometimes I'm like, what are you guys' prices? And sometimes I'm like, what are you guys' QC? Oh right, Spin Dash reminded me of the one Gundam thing. Okay, so here's the thing: $750, let's say. Sewer Layer's $300, and it's just a box.
It's a very simple box. I mean, to be fair, that's what the layer looks like in 87, but still.
It's 25 inches by 12.75 inches by 15 inches. $300? What? This thing should have been like 150, 200 maybe.
How much was a street diorama? Their street diorama.
I thought the street diorama was like 100 or something, 150. Soul Man, yes. If the Disney Plus Blu-rays sell good, they will make more. I like the idea of this totally. I love the modularness of it. I love that you can rearrange the walls and stuff. I like that. I just don't like the fact it's $300. This thing is $50 more than the Turtle Van.
All right. So, if you're curious, you can pre-order those very big NECA street dioramas.
Yeah, the really tall ones.
Pretty big.
That actually, the street diorama sits on top of this too. If you have a street diorama.
Yeah, so you can pre-order I think a generic one, not specific TMNT based, but a generic one for only $114.99. It
wasn't even $150. It was $115.
Yeah, well, yeah, $114.99.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just feel like this is too much. Like. I like the idea of it. Oh, Muteki says, bro wanted it, at least it was... Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think it's the turtle copyright, because they
the prices are never usually fine.
Yeah, they usually are fine. Like, they're normal NECA prices for all their turtle stuff.
Like, a 2-pack's like 50.
Yeah.
Plus, but still, like, it's...
But yeah, I like the compatibility. You can put your street diorama on top of it, so it's like, is it in a sewer? I like that they said like in at Comic-Con, they're like, oh yeah, if you get multiples, they connect through the portholes. Who's buying multiples at $300?
They like the bleed money.
You know what's also bugging me? There's no TV in this layer.
Yeah, no, you had to get
because you have to buy the $60 accessory pack.
accessory pack.
Oh God.
Which,
Look,
mind you, some of those accessories in the accessory pack are only for the Comic-Con exclusive figures.
I get this. Yeah. Some of these are only in the Comic-Con exclusive figures. There's at least 4 articulated baby turtles here, okay? I would have said that if they're going to sell it for $300, this accessory set should have been included with that sewer layer.
Like a bundle.
Like a bundle for $300, you know? Like a bundle for $300. How
much is
like all this stuff here? Man? Like outside of this robot, I mean the baby turtles are cute too, but like a lot of the accessories here are really for the sewer layer. Like NECA won't answer about why the price is like that. I wish I could get an answer out of them.
How much is the Turtle Man? Was the Turtle
I
Man?
think it was $250. I don't remember. Look it up. See if you can find out because they delisted it. Also, apparently this was coming out in December, which I would doubt because NECA doesn't know how dates work. Hasbro always sets dates too far out, and NECA always sets dates too close in. NECA's too optimistic. Hasbro's completely off target. Oh God! Imagine buying 3 sewer layers. I would, if I had the money, I would buy 1 and then I would build 2 others off of the specs.
The Turtle Man was $250.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, $250 for the van.
How is that more expensive than the Turtle Van, which is like had a lot more complicated parts in it?
I've been told by so many people in the action industry, vehicles are expensive because if you want to have details on the inside, you have to have 2 layers that slap together.
You move, all the parts inside, the moving wheels.
Everything here is one flat piece.
It's like literally just a slab of plastic.
To add to that, here's the street diorama for those wondering. I think that thing, everything from the ground up you can get for $114. That's really good. That's good. I like the way it connects together. It is big enough to fit the turtle van inside, but that's your display right there.
It's literally just 4. Yes, you can argue it's really high quality slab of plastic. So it's like
okay, I would never call NECA plastic high quality, because NECA plastic notoriously is kind of brittle because they're kind of art toys more than toys.
I mean, I got the Archie Slash a few days ago, and like that there's solid. Like paint, like
but he's paint.
He has the little dagger arm blades and. Like when I opened out of the box, here's a lot. Like the paint was sticking on those wrists. Some of
the best figures are the ones that have less paint on them. Like the Universal Monsters don't have as much paint. They're cartoon figures. You have to be careful with them because they could break.
Oh, you want to talk about paint? Look at the Mirage Battle Damage Shredder. If you try to pivot those hands, skin flakes everywhere.
Also adding to this is the most shallow couch I've ever seen for turtles. Like
it's those damn shells.
It's the shells. That couch is like super skinny. Like that thing needs to space out a little bit, Like for $300, I want a couch that looks like they were comfy in it.
You can get a lot of bunch of like foam boards for pretty cheap for like I don't know $10 per. You can get a giant foam board, cut it to the individual wall sizes, and then and cut the holes for the sewer sewer holes, and you could probably find like a bunch of prop.
I saw someone said they did it for like $75. They built their own and painted their own.
Yeah. Because, again, the turtle lair is not, unlike the cat's lair, the turtle lair is simple. It's literally a room.
Yeah.
It's just a room.
It's just a room, exactly. I don't know about the details on the outside. Brittle figures, DC icons. Oh, God, the DC Essentials line that came after that was worse. Because I don't know what the hell was going through DC Direct's mind. They're like, here's our new line of... dying. Here's our new line of figures. They're 7 inches tall, and they're molded in clear plastic and then painted.
Wait, what? I didn't know about the clear plastic thing. Wait,
yes.
For DC Essentials?
DC Essentials were clear, like at least the first 3 waves were all clear plastic figures painted over.
I did not know that.
Which was the dumbest waste of money I've ever seen. I have to be... the only one I have on the shelf still is the Brainiac, because it's the only modern Brainiac we ever got, but like...
Because I know they used to say everyone used the same buck, but I didn't know that buck was translucent.
Yeah. Muteki says maybe paint cost increased the price. Maybe, but I mean also look at the street scene diorama where it's got mispainted bricks everywhere.
I mean, that was the point. Is it's supposed to be like intentionally mispainted because New York streets are bad.
Yeah, when DC Icons died, DC Direct lost me because that was like a great line.
I mean, telling you, they're still around as like a zombie corpse under
Yep.
Red Farland.
As literally the zombie line. They're literally still doing the DC zombie line. Infinity, yeah, painted clear plastic. It would be hilarious if it wasn't so sad. Exactly. That's why they broke so easy.
Now I was imagining like an April Fool's joke where someone paints a pure gold plastic figure by a normal paint, so you
I remember the way
GPS.
The way we found out that they were clear plastic was because one of theirs broke, and they're like, "Well, I'm not going to fix it," and they just stripped the paint, and they're like, "Oh, I'm just going to strip the paint and do a custom out of this," and they kept stripping the paint, and it was clear plastic all the way through, and I was like, "What the hell?"
My God. Anyway, shall we talk about your boy? Because we have 20 minutes left.
We got 20 minutes. Let's talk about my boy. I don't want to get into too heavy of spoilers. I mean, here's the thing, guys. In the chat, how many people watched Blue Beetle this weekend?
By the way, I made this art for the stream, which I will post in the Discord chat after the stream is over.
Highlight the art.
Oh, Lord.
The art is beautiful.
Thank you very much. I love the movie so much. I made it's one of the few times I actually drew art for it.
Yep. Oh, Soul Man! That's pretty cool. Soul Man speaks Korean and Japanese, and one feature from Disney Plus that they like is the language options because you can watch the MCU in Japanese. It feels like a Tokusatsu or an anime. Yeah, they use a lot of anime voice actors for this. I don't know anybody at NECA for an interview, and I don't know if they'd want to talk to me. I like their stuff, but boy, would I have words. Okay, so
welcome, Wheels.
Is Wheels here?
Yes,
Wheels is here. Okay, so Blue Beetle
just went to the wrong stream.
Yeah, Blue Beetle. Yeah, if you guys are in the U.S., National Cinema Day is on Sunday, and all movies will be $4. Go hit up some movies. Specifically, I would recommend Blue Beetle. I would recommend Blue Beetle and Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So I'm not going to go into heavy spoilers since most people haven't seen it yet. Where do I start?
First of all, overall thoughts on the movie?
How do I do overall thoughts? This is a very complex movie for me. You know,
next question: is it good?
Is it good? Is it good? I don't know. Is it good? Does anyone think it's good with its the one good news in the headlines is that it has good reviews? No, movie's fantastic. This is absolutely a great movie. Infinite, that's good, says, is it weird we got a Jaime movie before we got a Ted Cord, Dan Garrett movie? No, because Dan Garrett, God rest his soul, is the worst character in comics at times.
He can't be consistent. He can't be consistent for one.
Can't have consistency. Ted Cord is great, but he works good in group settings. And the thing is that, if you ask the question, is it weird that we got a Jaime movie first? It's the same question as, is it weird that we got Scott Lang Ant-Man first? Because this is not like Captain Marvel, where they ignore the legacy of the character. Again, without spoilers, Dan Garrett and Ted Cord are brought up as part of the legacy. They're part of the story. There is a lot of references to Dan and Ted's comics in addition to Jaime's comics. There is a definite feeling you go into that going, oh, Dan and Ted were both Blue Beetle in this universe. This totally happened. And so the thing is that, and that's the thing I think I can give the highest points to the movie, is on a superhero. Oh, that's right. It's not even out in most countries, like Scrub Lord mentioned.
No, it's not?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not out. It doesn't come out until next month.
Yeah.
In Australia.
Which is probably when it should have come out here, because there's nothing in September. That's a whole different discussion. But Blue Beetle as a film, I highly recommend it because as a superhero movie, it's sort of, what is it? It doesn't necessarily do anything new, but it brings back tropes that we've been lacking recently.
For me, it's such a comfortable movie. For me, when I was watching it really brought me back when I was watching the Raimi Spider-Man movies as a kid.
Especially that final battle.
Yeah, just the fact that it's mostly Jaime doesn't get his powers at least into near the end of Act 1, so you get a lot of time.
You get character development. Family. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, I think I know where to go with this. And I'll see if you agree with me when I say this. Like, essentially, there is some missing tropes in superhero movies where you have a little bit of a long build up to the hero moment without it being the entire movie.
Mhm.
There is a physical suit that the actor wears. I hate that's not a thing anymore.
I know, right?
That's a thing that doesn't exist hardly enough anymore. The physical suit looks great. There is battle damage to the suit. For everyone complaining that superheroes don't have battle damage, I saw that complaint on Twitter. Someone was like, "Why don't superhero movies have suits that get damaged?"
Also, Jaime did not take his mask off all the time.
Yes, that's true. He wears the mask like an actual Kamen Rider. See, not Act 1 ruined because if you've seen a trailer, you already know what happens. I don't want to say... I say the second trailer probably gave out a little too much in the superhero side of it. So the thing is, I think on the superhero side of Blue Beetle, it really brings back a lot of those tropes that we were sort of lacking for a long time in superhero movies in a good way, in an absolutely good way. It homages a lot of stuff while also putting its own fresh... Soul Man, I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm gonna tell you watch the movie.
Yeah, I would say this about Blue. It does not feel like the current DC movie, like post Snyder. Like,
oh yeah, it's not a DCEU movie,
and it does not feel like it does. And it does not feel like an MCU movie. It is again, it feels like really nostalgic.
Having the vibes of the first Iron Man movie. That's a good comparison that Infinite brings up. That it definitely has that fresh vibe for sure. The other thing, so I'm trying to just talk about the superhero stuff. If you're a DC fan, you're gonna find some references to things in there that you did not expect that were not spoiled, and I want to hopefully keep those a secret. If you're looking for DC extended universe connections, there aren't any. It's great. It's a fresh thing.
It doesn't even connect to the Gunverse because this movie was in production before Gun.
Yep.
It is a super standalone film.
They reference Batman and Superman, and
but as a general sense,
and Gotham City, but not like Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, or
it's a very just general Batman, Superman. Like they exist in this world, but that's it. No Pacific version or anything.
Exactly,
like
it can fit. So it doesn't. It's not. Gal Gadot doesn't show up with an electric cello and say a cute line and then leave. Exactly, yeah. So it's kind of like general DC references.
Also, I will say, why does the CG this movie look so much better than The Flash?
So it's because this movie wasn't torn apart in the editing room trying to fit a studio's agenda. This movie also, the director made sure to do as much practical as possible to not overwork the VFX artists. Good job. It is not legally connected to Super Pets, but everything is. Someone brings a good point. This is the first Hispanic-led superhero movie. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
And they don't let you forget that. Now, this movie, like,
oh yeah, this movie does not let you forget who its characters are.
No, like,
and that's the side I wanted to kind of get through the superhero side, right? Let's go to the other side. The true beautiful part of this movie is how it represents a Mexican family in a city that is slowly pushing its community out. And that is where the heart of the movie comes from. And the heart of the movie is not just Jaime himself, but Jaime and his family. And so what I love about it, and this is where the movie gets more.
I just realized something.
Yes.
The actress that played Nana Reyes, was she under heavy makeup? Because I'm looking at her on IMDb right now, and she looks nothing like she looked in the movie.
Unless
they're using a very
that's a very old photo of her on that.
Okay,
yeah.
I was making sure.
Yeah,
because I'm not. Okay, they're using the very outdated photo.
So,
I will say also, Zolo. I can never pronounce his last name, but
Zolo Mariduena.
Yeah, he is perfect as I was already a big fan of him when I saw him on Cobra Kai, and when I heard he was playing Jaime, I got excited. And yeah, he is perfect.
He nails Jaime. And more specifically, the entire Reyes family in general bring a lot of great humanity to the movie and a lot of great comedy. A lot of them are really funny actors too. But the thing is, there is the great part about the movie is that it has a lot of great humor and heart that everybody can relate to. And then it has a lot of scenes, a lot of stories, a lot of jokes that will make sense mostly to Hispanic families or specifically Mexican people who grew up in Mexican families or new Mexican families. There is some deep cut jokes that even went over my head, but my friend who has, grown up and lived in a Mexican family his entire life, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a reference to this. This comes from that. This is this is this." Like, oh my, he was laughing his head off in the theater at a certain sequence in the movie that involved hacking some security cameras because it was a reference to a show that he watched when he was younger and he was losing his mind. So it's one of those things where it's like you get this really wonderful cast that like everybody can enjoy and like, and then it's
so
incredibly
genuine.
special for the community it's representing on top of it. And I think that's the best part.
What sold me on the movie and the family is the scenes where you see Jaime and his sister interact.
Oh yeah,
It's so genuine. It's the most genuine brother sister relationship I have seen in a movie in a long time. Like you could tell, like even though the actors are not siblings, they feel like siblings. It is great.
And in general, you can feel the love of the family together too. Which I think is great, and I think that's what like the fact that like Jaime's grandmother is a scene stealer is just a testament to like how well cast the movie is and how well directed it is too.
I give credit.
George Lopez was way funnier than I thought he was going to be. Also, you could tell the people that grew up on George Lopez show in the theater because when he showed up, there was more cheering for George Lopez. I mean, I live in like the Southwest, so this shouldn't be a shock, but there was more cheering for George Lopez than there was for like Captain America picking up Thor's hammer in Endgame, in like a theater that was only like half full and not full. That was the funniest part, was that I was like, wow, George Lopez got a bigger reaction than Captain America because again, playing to the audience that's there. It's just great. Yeah, a Common JoJo, I think you'll really enjoy it, just based on everything you've said in the chat over the time.
Which fun to tie back to Power Rangers. Fun fact: Kajida
and for the sequel where his uncles show up and it's just Cheech.
Oh my god! Oh, funny story. George Lopez has a Cheech and Chong bobbleheads on his dashboard in his truck.
Now we just need to add them to it, and the franchise is over. It's dead. No more Blue Beetle
to tie it back to Power Rangers. Fun fact: Kajida in this movie is voiced by Becky G, who played Trini.
Yep.
Yeah. Legendary, I must say legendary.
Lionsgate Power Rangers.
Movie, yeah. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, guys, this makes it more Tokusatsu," and I'm just like, "Bro."
No, what makes it more Tokusatsu? What makes it more Tokusatsu is the director and the actors and the production designers and the costume designers that they went all Tokyo with it.
I would say, because not even
the real reason they got Becky G to voice the Scarab was it cost too much money to actually have her on screen.
It's true. Yeah.
I would say I just find all the merch use those disc rings as like chakra weapons. Even in the movie, it was literally just like staples.
Oh yeah, it was this classic staples. Yeah. I hope Mafex does a Blue Beetle or Figure Arts even. That would be great. I think Mafex would do a great job. Someone said No Way Home, Andrew and Toby less than George Lopez. Literally, the theater was losing their mind over George Lopez. It's really funny. Ben Odinson says Blue Beetle's my favorite Kamen Rider. There's a lot of Tokusatsu energy, a lot of anime influence too. If you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, you're gonna lose your mind.
I think,
yeah.
I think what makes this film so special, because to me, I think it is because it really shows that Jaime is just a normal dude. He is not this grand superhero or anything like that. He what made Jaime so special is he is like me and you, because essentially I think making him making him college age around
this is true. This is something that they didn't sort of reveal in the trailer so much, but he is graduate from college. He did his undergrad at the beginning.
He's
of the movie.
because
so he's a little bit older than usual. He's not like the teenager Jaime, which I think is great. It was a good choice.
And makes him less annoying.
Yeah,
by God,
he doesn't feel as naive. Yeah,
because by God, as Jaime's risen in popularity, when they've made him just stay a teenager has made him more intolerable. Because I remember watching Batman Brave and the Bold, where they were trying to really get him over.
Oh, he was really kid sidekick in Brave and the Bold, for sure.
Like, and like there was a lot of other media too that was like trying to still keep him as a teenager, and I was like, bruh, we already have Spider-Man. DC doesn't need to rip him off and just give him
yeah, that's been kind of the problem.
That's Sideways.
Yeah, Sideways was the rip off Spider-Man. No, yeah, they have kind of tried to do the teenage Spider-Man route. And this, I think they finally... Ben Odenson said, yeah, he's Peter Parker if he had respect. Yeah. Self-respect, too.
It's what I call it. Peter Parker had a full family that loves him.
Exactly. If Peter didn't push everybody he knows sometimes off a bridge. Oh,
God.
I think there is... And there's also, like, so much great humor, too. The funniest part about the movie, because I didn't find this out till later, because I don't naturally speak Spanish. I don't know the language well enough.
Well, we know
there was a lot of untranslated lines in the movie that remained untranslated so they could keep their PG-13.
Oh, there was a lot of secret curse words in the movie?
There was a lot of secret curse words. Also on signs, too. There was a few on signs. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
no, the movie is funny, it's heartfelt, but it's not a goofy comedy. Like, it has its emotional center. It has its serious moments.
It's not an MCU quip fest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like when the moments need to be serious, they're serious.
This movie made me cry.
Multiple times.
Been making me crying lately, Ryan.
No, this one actually. No, this actually legitimately.
It's been emotional like summertime for a lot of reasons. This one hit me more than like any other movie has, to be honest. Like just because I'm a Blue Beetle fan, and everything to do with like the family, like because it's funny because like my friend's grandma is very much like Nana Reyes, and I'm like it correlates in my brain, and so it's a lot of that stuff too. Yeah, there's a lot. I think if you like superhero movies, you're gonna love it. If you like movies, like if you just like movies, you're gonna like it. I think the biggest problem with the movie is that it's hard to market, and I think I hope you'll check it out. Like if you can go to the cinema day, go check it out then. If you can't catch it till streaming, that's fine too. I hope everybody that's watching this watches this movie at some point. It's
again,
why it's hard to market is because it's a DC film.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, having a DC name on it just kind of cursed it.
On there is already a curse.
Yeah, I think sadly
and the other curse is the fact that Blue Beetle isn't as mainstream. They tried to make him mainstream.
The problem is that they stopped trying to make Jaime mainstream about 4 or 5 years ago, and then now. Like, the movie should have come out, like, 4 years ago. It would have been, like...
Well,
it would have kept going,
I think this movie definitely could be a hit, but I think that it's the DC name that's hurting it, and that's for the general audience. Because, us, DC fans, of course, we'll like it. Go check it out. But for the general audiences, they think of The Flash or Black Adam.
I mean, not even Black Adam. Like, people don't even understand that Flash and Shazam are two different people.
Yeah, like it's that DC label that's hurting it. It's less of the character; it's more of the
label.
It's a DC, and like
whereas people will pick and choose with Marvel now, right? They used to do every Marvel, but now people pick and choose with Marvel. People just ignore DC. Like, let's be honest, it's just and with James Gunn announcing he was doing a reboot, it put everything else. Like even as much as he was like, oh yeah, we'll bring Jaime back and stuff like that. Just it doesn't help bring people in, And in general, people are probably just like, I'll just wait for streaming,
Mm-hmm. I think a lot
the Blue Beetle with the sword. Tiebreaker done.
With this movie, I feel like it's less. What's causing this? I don't want to say it's failing, but like
it's not failing. I mean, it's only made $45 million opening weekend. It was the #1 movie, which was good. It still has to open internationally, which should help. It only cost $104 million, so I don't think it's going to be like a total failure.
This was a Max movie originally?
It was originally a Max movie, yeah. They did upgrade to theatrical, which I'm so glad they did. I really love seeing this with an audience. Yeah, but my thing is, I got to warn James Gunn. I don't know if he's listening. He's probably not.
He never listens. Never listens.
James Gunn, if you're listening, I would not develop anything past Superman Legacy. Just focus on that. Get that movie to be something where people will come and see it, make that successful, then figure out where to go from there. Because the thing is that the problem we have with DC is it doesn't matter if the movie is divisive, like The Flash, if it's really good, like Blue Beetle, people just aren't showing up for DC. They'll show up for Batman, but they're not showing up for DC. So Superman Legacy really needs to be just a really solid movie with a really solid marketing campaign, and then just push that movie. And if that does well, continue with your plans. If it doesn't, figure out how to pivot. And maybe take a couple years off, because we're really in a bad spot that like DC is having. Each movie this year has made less than the previous one. And that is, why even release Aquaman at this point? You know?
Yeah,
like,
because
just throw that thing on streaming, because it's not going to make any money anyways.
it's really just specifically the movies, because I feel like the animated or live action or live action TV shows
DC's
fine.
the kings of TV. DC has always been the kings of TV.
Yep.
Hands down.
Yeah,
That's where they should have
because
stayed. They should have known
like
their place. Trash.
The problem is that
like-
I think the TV division is separated from the Warner Brothers executives further than someone. The real question is, why did they scrap Batgirl but keep Flash? Anyways, I'm still mad about Batgirl too. But the thing is that
Because
Warner
one
Brothers
man.
Warner Brothers kind of lets TV do its thing. They hyper focus on movies, and they're all the Warner Brothers
Yeah.
management, whether it's David Zaslav, Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich, like all these people going back years. It has been a complete wreck ever since the DCEU started.
I feel like the reason
Jeff
why
Johns ruined a lot of things too, and it just needs a clean slate, you know. And James Gunn's not doing a clean slate, and I think that's the biggest mistake. We need to clean slate this thing, you know.
I feel like the reason why Blue Beetle turned out as good as it is because I think it just was left alone.
It was. Nobody was like, oh, we got to, you know, they're not hyper focused on. They weren't making it a universe reboot. They weren't making it like a connection thing and all this other stuff. They were, yes, someone, Zaslav is. See you later, Common Jojo. Blue Beetle was just allowed to be Blue Beetle, and that helped it, in addition to its crew and talent being really good at their jobs. It works. It is the best, like, it's still technically a DCEU movie. I gotta say, it is the best DCEU movie.
That doesn't feel like a DCEU movie.
Exactly. It feels like just a really good movie, and then it also just happens to be DC, you know, and it's good. It really is, and I hope that more people get to see it. You know, that's my thing, is I want more people to see this.
I think essentially with the whole superhero fatigue a lot of people are having,
I don't even think it's superhero fatigue. I think it's just there were too many bad superhero movies in a row, and it soured everybody on the experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because this film is...
Yeah, there's not really superhero fatigue. It's just that DC...
It's bad movie fatigue.
Delivering.
And it's a Marvel problem, too.
Yeah, it's not just, it's not just DC.
It's not just DC, it's Marvel as well. Quality went...
is just cherry-picking.
Yeah, because the thing is people are cherry-picking because... as someone mentioned, it's not super fatigue because look at how Guardians of the Galaxy and Across the Spider-Verse did. Yeah, those did gangbusters.
But then you get like,
but those are really good.
But then you get like Ant-Man or Flash or even those.
Thor: Love and Thunder, Black Adam, like all these movies. Shazam 2 wasn't even up to par, honestly. I still liked it, but it wasn't like up to the quality of the first movie. And so the thing is that, and also because of streaming, and streaming has really ruined the industry, is that if people don't think it's an event they got to go see, franchise fatigue, absolutely a thing. They're just going to skip it, you know? Like, people went and got to see Guardians because, like, oh, it's the last Guardians movie. It's a big hype thing. Oh, we want to see Across the Spider-Verse because we didn't go see Into the Spider-Verse in theaters. We got to go see the new one. We got to see what, we want to see it. Blue Beetle should have succeeded off of fresh franchise start, but that DC name is a curse. It absolutely is. Mm-hmm. And I think that, looking at the most successful movies of the year, it was Mario, Barbie, Spider-Verse. Those are all fresh things. They feel fresh. Blue Beetle should be up in that camp. Ninja Turtle should be up in that camp. But
I mean,
we had
because of merch and stuff.
Yeah, Turtles is safe because of the merch, but it should be it should get to the ranking. The thing is that we have the problem we have is that Turtles and Blue Beetle are fantastic movies that came way too late in the season because we had Little Mermaid.
June.
No, not even June. We had May because we had Guardians, Fast and the Furious, Little Mermaid. Then June had Transformers, Flash, Indiana Jones, Elemental, Spider-Man. Then July had Barbie, Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, Haunted Mansion. And then August had a Blue Beetle, Turtles, Gran Turismo, and like one other. Like there was just too many big movies back to back, and it just tired everybody out, you know? And so I think that we're now getting to August. School started earlier this year too, so there's not kids going on Fridays and stuff. And I think it wore everybody out, and I think a lot of people just went, you know, I'm just gonna catch it on later, you know, catch it on later. That's just what it is. Yeah, you know, like I think almost everybody could make a better DC movie plan at this point, you know.
I think definitely. Like, my only big hope is for this movie is, even if it doesn't do well in the box office, I hope it becomes one of those cult films that like.
I hope it also propels careers. I know Angel Manuel Soto already signed a directing deal. They revealed that today that he signed a directing deal for a movie with Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista, which is great because he's a terrific director. I hope Jolo gets more work. I hope everybody gets more work off of this because even if there's not the box office thing, you can look and see how great these actors are. You can see how good this writer was. You can see how good the director was.
For all the people from reviews or like people who've seen the movie and do like their thoughts on Twitter, it's all been positive. I have not seen one negative discussion about this movie.
I haven't seen it either.
The only negative discussion I've seen about the movie was they used the SAG strike to promote the film.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that was weird.
That's not even about the film. I mean, that's not even.
But that's not even about the film. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is the marketing.
Negative towards the film I've been hearing.
Yeah, also, but that's outside the
also,
film.
guys, here's the thing too. I have not seen a Rotten Tomatoes score on a DC movie be as high as a 77 and an audience score of a 92. This is nuts, guys. This is like Blue Beetle's got one of the highest DC movie scores.
Same when Shazam first dropped.
Yeah.
And then Shazam's one went down lower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the first Shazam was I think Shazam was like, what was Shazam? Shazam was a 90. That was like the highest we ever got.
Yeah, Shazam had one of the, because I remember you and me said, "Holy shit, this is high."
Yeah, and that's a good movie too.
Yeah, I still love the first Shazam, but I think now looking back, I think Zachary Levi does hold it back. Like not as much as the second movie, but like that used to be my favorite DC movie, but now this has, at least live action, this had fully taken over it.
Wonder Woman, Shazam, and the Suicide Squad are the only movies that have higher scores than Blue Beetle in the DCEU. Because Blue Beetle's even above the Snyder Cut, and it's above Birds of Prey.
I keep forgetting that movie exists.
Yeah, it's okay. Ryan drew the art, by the way. He drew this art, which is great. Yeah, and the thing is, too, is someone said, it's like funny how the slice of life films get the most love. Yeah, people are burned out of end-of-the-world plots, I'll tell you.
And this isn't an end-of-the-world plot. It's actually a very simple plot.
It is. It's got consequences, it's got stakes, but it's not, oh my god, this villain's going to destroy the planet.
Well, speaking of Dotson, if you didn't mention it, Dotson, Carapax, and Victoria Cord.
Oh my god, Victoria Cord was so evil. Susan Sarandon.
She sold the evil female dog.
She was the evil bitch. They even called her that in the movie too, which I thought was great.
Yeah. I actually really like Carapax more than I thought I would.
Carapax, taking a basically nothing character from the comics and making him interesting. I like it. I like when they do that. We barely talked about the villains. Harvey Guillen was there for like 5 minutes too. He was fun. Harvey Guillen's hilarious. We're 10 minutes over, but you guys voted for a sewer lair rant. That's why we're 10 minutes over. I'm not blaming my audience or anything. What are you talking about? I'm not blaming you guys for the thing I proposed. What even was the Rotten Tomatoes score on? Yeah, it's higher than League of Super Pets. League of Super Pets only had a 72.
Good. I don't like that movie. Go check out Don DC Blue Beetle when it comes out this September.
Yeah, there's a new Blue Beetle comic. If you
done by the same people who did Graduation Day, which is great.
Yeah, Blue Beetle Graduation Day is out there. Go check out that and the new ongoing September.
The trade's out. Go pick it up. It's pretty cheap.
The trade's also in Spanish if you want a Spanish copy. And if you don't have the funds to buy a whole comic, or like keep up with monthly books, you don't have a comic shop, I do highly recommend DC Universe Infinite. It's what is it, like $10 a month or something like that, and you just get access.
I think it's for premium members. It's $10 a month.
Premium members is $10 a month.
And you get a month after they come out.
Yeah. So with DC Universe Infinite, you get access. It's like Disney Plus, but for comics. You know, for DC Comics. You can read all the
Comixology when it was good.
Yeah, like Comixology was good. I highly recommend DC Universe Infinite, Marvel Unlimited as well. Like, if you guys are wanting to read comics and want to do it on a budget, you know, if you can do like $10 a month for either one of those, $20 a month for both. I do the annuals because I'm crazy. I highly recommend that if you're wanting to read comics. We should do a whole thing about how to get into comics later. I think we're good. Does anybody else have any questions in the chat about any of the topics today or things we didn't cover? I'll give you guys another 4 minutes or something before we wrap this up.
This year's been just Bug Boy year.
Bug Boy summer. Bug Boy summer, and 2 of them speak Spanish. How about that?
We got, I know it's Spider-Man, which I know is not a bug, but still shut up. we got the tail of the ant earlier the year. We got
and Bumblebee.
The Bumblebee. Yeah, we got the Bumblebee.
Bug Boy.
And we got this, and we got Timothy because that's Superfly. So again, Bug Boy summer.
Yep. Also Shin Kamen Rider.
Yeah, again, Bug Boy summer.
Bug Boy summer. All right, well, we're gonna wrap up.
Fitz, you see bugs everywhere during the summer.
Yeah. Datboy Steve, any new info on upcoming Tokusatsu releases? Nope. I didn't feel like talking about the Zero. I didn't feel like talking about the 01 comic trade paperback.
You don't like your favorite comic of all time?
I have never read a 4-issue comic where I said I want my time and money back. Thank you.
You did it for your comic shop. That's what you did.
I did it for my comic shop because I signed up for it and I got issue 1 and they special ordered the whole series because nobody else was ordering it but me. And I was like, wow, issue 1 kind of sucked. I'm like, well, I can't drop it now. I special ordered it. And buying the trade. I don't understand who the 01 comic was made for because it was written by somebody that watched the show, had vague memories of it, didn't fact check a single thing, and
if you want to, you should see a whole video about that comic.
I could. I mean, it sucks. It's not great. The carelessness. They couldn't even spell names right.
Trace art, inconsistent art. There was no editor. Like, the editor was asleep at the wheel, and it ultimately meant nothing. Like, they tried to do it as a thing and all that. Anyway, before we leave, what's the plan for this week's?
Real quick, there was a couple questions here. So yeah, I don't know about any upcoming Tokusatsu releases. Yeah, we got nothing at the moment. Black RX is the newest one, and that's as far as we know. Do you have faith in James Gunn's DCU? I need to see his first movie.
Yeah.
I did not like the Suicide Squad.
This doesn't count.
This doesn't count. James Gunn didn't actually make this. He wasn't involved in this. He wasn't even with the company when they made this. And let's see, any fall anime Blu-rays coming out? I have no idea. I just keep up with Discotek. Yep. See, the thing is that, like, yeah, Transformers Deviations was awful. The guy that wrote it can do good work. His Mr. Miracle miniseries was good.
But I hate all his Transformers work.
His Transformers work, and I like his Kamen Rider work. Like, but his Mr. Miracle was good. You know, like he did not only did Deviations, he wrote the Netflix
the Cybertron trilogy.
Blue Beetle comic reading guide video confirmed. Maybe not a video. Maybe a stream.
It's called two really good trades, and we had to wait for the third one to come out.
Yeah, I could put together a comic reading guide for Blue Beetle, maybe on a live stream.
Or short.
Right now, like, the short for Blue Beetle did really good, and the review of the figures did good, but after like Saturday they've plateaued in views. So I'm kind of concerned.
It's just like the movie itself.
It's like the box office. It kind of whoop, and then it just kind of stops. So I don't know if I want to do a third Blue Beetle video like this close, because it's not. It's not like when I did a bunch of Turtles videos in a row, because, like, oh my god, Turtles videos did really good, let me do more. It kind of was like that was good, and then it stayed about here for the last 2 days. So we'll see. Like, I think I'd rather do it as a live stream. 24-hour DC reading stream when I would do that for a charity event.
Yeah,
sure.
I'll join in.
I would do a charity event. I would just be like passing out reading lists to the class, like left and right.
Wait, we could do horrible impressions of all these characters.
Karaoke night will do for free though, but only on the Discord. So on that note,
Speak up if you want to join the Discord. Link in the description below. We're all on
the
it.
description. Join the Discord. We're apparently doing a karaoke night at some point.
Check out our article on hero-club.com, which, by the way,
Yes.
we listened that you heard the Ultraman Connection shared it, apparently.
What
Yep.
happened?
Ultraman Connection apparently shared our Go on Red interview.
Okay, I guess they care more about him being in Ultraman Orb Origin than anyone else does.
Yep.
I think people forgot he was in the Orb version. I think that's the thing.
People do forget.
I'm more. Yo, you got to show me this. Where they
Ask Zeltrax. He's got the thing about it. Let's go DM him. So
I'm not in the mood right now.
link in the description. Hero Club. I don't have the Hero Club link in there. I'll add that right now.
So you just go tell them.
Hero-club.com, where you can find our interview with Mr. Yasuhisa Furuhara, who was super cool and did an interview. I'll drop that right below the Discord server link, so go check it out. Join the Discord if you haven't. Appreciate everybody here. Go on Red was an the Origin Chronicle.
Origin, yeah.
Origin Saga, yeah. Origin Saga. I was like trying to remember the words. Ryan, where can people find you?
Follow me at Dark Horse Secret on YouTube and Twitter and on the Discord server. If you like the art I made for this video, I do commissions of that. If you want any, feel free to DM me. Mostly on Discord because Twitter can be broken.
Yep. Thanks for joining the Discord, Simply Caboose. All right. Is Fighter Cow still here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can people find
Where can people find you? Especially tomorrow.
Especially tomorrow. So we'll talk about
Twitch.tv/FighterCows.
Yeah.
4 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna be playing King of Fighters and talking about Gamescom.
We'll also mention the Ninja Turtles thing that we didn't talk about today.
Yes. And if I get the money, I'd love to stream that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna be paid? Is that gonna be paid DLC?
It's gonna be $8.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep.
Surprise, honestly.
Yeah, I just don't even have that. But yes.
And we've already promoted Wheels' interview, Go on Red interview that we did, so check that out. And do you want to promote social media?
I guess just go check out Hero Club at hero-club.com. Follow us across social media at Hero Club for life. It's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch.tv, as well as Patreon. If you want to help support the site, check out our Patreon. It's $1 a month, and there's other higher tiers above that. And by, paying towards, the Patreon, becoming a member, pay towards the site's hosting, as well as future interviews.
Yep, because interviews with Japanese talent cost money. So, on that note, you guys can find me, links below. You can also find me here next week. This week, there will be some fun videos. For those of you that are still sticking around, you get to find out what the videos are. I'm going to be having a short. Tomorrow will be a Lightning Collection lottery on the most cursed figure of the entire line.
Time Force Blue?
Force Blue. Time Force Blue. We'll see how that turned out. That'll be tomorrow. On Wednesday will be my Commander Black RX Blu-ray review. And then on Thursday will be another short. I haven't determined what I'm doing yet. I haven't figured that out. I'll figure it out later. On Friday will be a video related to the Power Rangers 30th anniversary. That one's going to be a little bit different. And next Monday will be the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers itself on August 28th. And that is the official 30th, so we'll be doing something different. And you guys will get to see what that difference is next Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll see y'all then. So, see you guys next week.